Hey all, welcome to a Saturday night World of Warships stream. I'm going to mess this up. It is not a World of Warships Legend stream. It is tonight a World of Warships stream. It's been a while, guys. I haven't streamed on this side of the World of Warships universe for quite a while, so kind of excited about tonight. It is a PC stream. You knew that. You were asking last night. So don't act like you didn't know. I know you're on top of everything. Omnipresent and omniscient. Hey, I am Van Kraken, 4-year World of Warships player and World of Warships Legends alpha tester. Tonight we're doing a crossover event, and thank you for that, host Cody. Very, very, very much appreciated. We are going to basically have kind of an open mic night here on World of Warships PC. So hopefully some of the community from Legends will follow us over here tonight, and wanted to basically do some work tonight on my EU account. This is my third account. It's on the European server. I have 2 on the North American server, and then this server on EU, which is actually separate from RU, or the Russian server. And then there's also the C server, which is the Asia Pacific server. So this is, gosh, I don't know if EU is bigger than NA. It's probably smaller than the North American server, but did you guys know that the Russian server is, I think, pretty much bigger than all the other World of Warships servers combined? I think one of the other people noted that on stream the other night. Get on with it. Haha. So anyway, hey, I am Van Kraken. We are here mainly, as we are tonight, to help players learn and grow. To play casual but competitive. I'm a little rusty on the PC side. I've been putting a lot more energy into Legends, especially since I've been not just streaming Legends, but doing some YouTube content for Legends. So my skills may be a slight bit rusty, but what you'll see if you have not had a chance to really examine the PC side of the game as much, it is the same core game. There's a reason why I could jump over to Legends during Alpha and play pretty competitively, because getting used to the control scheme on this guy is different. But at the end of the day, the mouse and keyboard is pretty much the only thing that you're relearning. There are some differences in ship mechanics. There obviously are CVs to deal with, but the core gameplay is going to be pretty much the same. And Cody's already voiced his opinion that Legends is far better. I think, as I would say to people in the World of Tanks forum over and over, coming over from being a console player to playing World of Tanks PC at the same time, that they share the same DNA, but they're 2 different experiences, 2 different communities. And in effect, you know, the Wargaming team has tried to simplify the console games in a way that, in my mind, is a little bit too far. What you'll hopefully see tonight as we go through the exercises we're going to do is that there's a little more detail that you have to tend to, and a lot more stuff going on in the interface of World of Warships PC. And God, World of Tanks, I have not been over there for quite a while, and man, there is tons of crap going on in the World of Warships. The World of Tanks interface on PC. It's insane. I'm so behind on that, I don't even know where I would start out. So tonight, really quick, before I jump in and get started, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it up very effectively on my browser feed. Let's check this really quickly. Let's see if I can jump in. It's going to be a blank screen for a second. I want to try to show you something on the web that popped up that's really cool today. Come on. So I'm going to maximize this. See if I can find the right browser. Okay, I think I've got it. So we should be in a Chrome browser. So if you guys didn't see this story yet, it's actually insanely cool. There's a book about this this ship, the USS Johnston, Johnston, and its flotilla, which was Taffy 3, which was an escort carrier as well as a small force of destroyers who held off a much larger Japanese force. It's considered to be one of the most lopsided naval stalemates or victories in the history of naval warfare. And they found the Johnston just very recently. It's the deepest wreck that's ever been discovered of not a naval vessel, but I think a World War II vessel. Or they're saying the world's deepest shipwreck. I don't know if that's totally true or not. But check out this story if you have a chance. It's really, really cool. She's a Fletcher-class destroyer. She was one of the leads of that flotilla. There's a quite famous book about this called, I think, The Last Stand of the Tin Can Sailors. And Taffy 3 is a very well-known force. The Battle of Samar, part of the Battle of Leyte Gulf is what this is all about. So that's where she was sunk. So anyway, you see here Takeo Kirita, he's in the game. Halsey's in the game. I mean, a lot of the characters that are in World of Warships Legends and in PC were involved in this battle. So something really interesting and cool to check out if you didn't see that news. A lot of us are here because we enjoy naval history, not just World of Warships itself, right? So anyway, pretty neat news, pretty neat history uncovered. So, all right, let's jump in. Talk about what we're going to do tonight really quickly on World of Warships PC. Cody's already, I know, telling me to get to it. And it was one of those badass DDs ever. Her reputation is legendary. So really, really neat that they could recover her. All right, so yeah, we corrected that black screen to death, didn't we? So anyway, what we're looking at tonight is we're going to start out in a game in Bayern. I'm line grinding. This is every ship in this account. If you looked at my original North American account, I have probably 200 ships in that account. My second North American account probably has 100 ships. This is everything that's in my European account. So there's no dumb questions tonight. If you want something answered, jump in and ask it in chat. I'll try to keep my eye on that as much as I can on both YouTube and Twitch. And we're going to do a few things. We're going to try to grind some of our line ships. The highest tech tree ship I have currently is tier 7, which is the York. And what we're actually going to do tonight is purchase the Hipper and outfit the Hipper. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how we go about doing that and what site I use to do that as a good starting point for building up skills, and a site that has crossover value into World of Warships Legends from the PC side. But first things first, we're just going to jump in and run a game in the Bayern. So looks like Bayern does not have any camo on it, which would make Cody feel right at home. But I personally don't run without camouflage. So let's go ahead and fix that. Our options for altering our ship are up here on the top instead of on the bottom or the side in World of Warships PC. So you can see Bayern is not fully equipped yet. This is my basically equipment choices and my upgrades. I have one hull upgrade done. Actually, that's the original hull. Sorry, the A hull. I need to upgrade to the B hull. I did get the fire control module upgraded and still don't have propulsion upgraded. So what you're seeing in Bayern's performance is about half as potent as she will be when she is fully outfitted. So we're going to go ahead and then here look at exterior, and this is where we're going to be able to equip our camouflage and our signals, which are the equivalent of boosts in World of Warships Legends, or 2 World of Warships Legends on the PC side. So let's just do a camo with a boost in it. So what you're going to see is a bunch of camos that have boost to XP and free XP or to commander skills. Camos also give you not just a combat advantage in camouflage or reduction of damage or a increase in dispersion of enemy ships. They also give you combat boosts as well. So let's just go ahead and pick World of Warships Anniversary. There's tons of different camos. We're going to hit Enable Auto Resupply. So on the next game that we play with it, it'll be ready to go. And we already have some signals pre-selected. So you are a chief captain, Cody. But I love you for that. I love you playing your naked ships. So what we have here is the basic ability to take boost down to a very granular level. We have all these options to enhance specific things like secondary battery range, fire chance with these two, ramming. We can reduce ramming damage to us and increase it to the enemy. Basically preventing detonation with Juliet Charlie, and the list goes on. Upstairs, I basically have a boost right now to ship consumables reloading faster. I have a boost to HP recovered when you run your repair party, and then a boost to, damage control party. No, it's repair party. That's correct. And then fireproof basically gets fires to be put out faster. And then down below we have special signals for economics. So this is the kind of the economic boost side. We can reduce the cost of post-battle service. We can boost XP per battle, commander XP, or free XP, which is the same as global XP. And then down here are these really high-powered, like 777% boost to free XP. You can stack that with the Papa, which is another free XP boost, and stack that with the free XP boost on your camouflage, and with your first win bonus and a premium ship bonus. So this is why it's only $750,000 or free XP, global XP to unlock a premium ship in Legends, but it costs you now 1 million to 2 million free XP or global XP to unlock a global XP ship on the World of Warships PC side, because you can basically earn global or free XP a lot faster. All right, so we have our flag. We have so few flags. It's really sad, really sad. But let's take Byron out into battle. Feel like you're in the academy again. Yeah, I don't know how many people are going to join us tonight, and just going to cover some of the basics in this first stream, especially since it's on my, it's really kind of like a beginner account. It's at a very beginner level. So, all right. Byron, one of my favorite ships on Legends. Probably one of my favorite tier 6 tech tree battleship. Not counting premiums. I'd probably have to throw Sharn in there for my favorite tier 6 premium battleship. So what have you been doing today, Cody? When do you guys move? Are you like in the process of packing up all of your stuff yet, or you just have move on the horizon? What you are going to see, it's going to take a little while longer to load our battles when we're on the EU server, because it's pretty late at night. Actually, the longer we play, the closer we'll be getting to folks waking up in Europe, and then the load times will actually start to drop. Right now, it's kind of the later night gamers. So, and if this is a totally persistent problem, we can always jump over and run one of our North American accounts. But my wait times generally haven't been too bad. Tier 7. My colorblind note popped up. It is colorblind mode on PC as well for me, but it's a little bit different. The ship icons are different colors, and some of the background colors are a little bit different. I don't think it's going to be as mustardy, which may disappoint you. It's taken us a while to get pulled in. So it's kind of cool when you're loading into World of Warships PC, you can actually see all the ships that are in the queue and by type. So some people, if they have a ship that has very crappy anti-aircraft capability, and they see right here 2 carriers in the queue, which will match up on either side, they'll jump out of the queue and actually get back in and hope that these guys get through, launch through, and they won't have to face the carriers. Is Sharn's a tier 7 on Legends, is it? I thought it was a 6. Because it's only a 7 on PC. So that would be kind of odd that it translates straight to tier 7. But that'd be one of the few that comes across straight away. Alright, well if this continues, we may have to jump over to our North American account. I've usually not had this type of load wait, even late at night. Okay, finally getting pulled in. Let's see, cross your fingers. I don't think we're going to get Tears of the Mustard, because I don't think tier 6 ships get pulled into that. I think it's a higher tier map. Got Estuary. We're low tier. So I'm just checking out the roster. So immediately I see we're low tier. We're going up against tier 8s. We're 2 tiers down. Notice that the matchmaking is a +2, -2, not a +1, -1. And the other thing I'm going to check immediately, since there are carriers in the queue, is the tier of those carriers. And thank goodness they're tier 6. So... No, I was saying the Sharni is a 6 on Legends. Isn't it? I didn't know it was a 7 on Legends. I thought it was a 6. Definitely a 7 on PC. So now the only thing I'm unhappy about is that the opposing carrier is the Wesser. And German aircraft carriers have really effective armor-piercing bombs, and they tend to really nuke German battleships badly. Because you can see, we have a wooden deck. We don't have a steel deck. So we're generally quite susceptible to AP bombs from the German carriers when we're driving a German battleship. In fact, you can lose half your health if you get citadeled by multiple bombs on a bomb run. So you're going to ship request all these ships that are only on my North American account, dude. So maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll go through our exercise of outfitting and playing the Hipper. And then, since I was going to kind of do open play after that, we could jump over to my North American account. My original account. And then I've got a lot of ships over there. The problem is that my commanders are not respec'd over there. So... Oh, there's the Flandre. You read about him, Cody? Or her? New battleship. Someone was mentioning that on stream last night. Okay. I'm not going to go straight into Cap being 2 tiers down. Just not feeling that's a great idea in a tier 6 ship that's half stock. Oh gosh, yeah, we definitely don't want to be going mono-y-mono versus a Bismarck. So let's let the Flandre get out in front. We're going to kite the Bismarck. Our AP shells are obviously not fantastic in German ships. They're enough to do damage if we aim up on the deck. If we hit in the right spots. Okay, there's a pen. Hadn't seen the Flandres yet. Flandre. Pretty sure it's French. So the Biz is going basically full broadside to us, which is great. And now they're going to turn in. 11.2 kilometer secondaries on Bismarck on this game. Not 100% sure after the commander respec, which just happened. We'll talk about that when we build out our commander for the Hipper. But that's causing a lot of consternation in the PC player base right now. Okay, Bismarck's behind the island. Flandre is going straight in and getting focus fired. I can try to protect him, but he's getting focus fired massively. So I'm going to choose targets that are broadside to me if I can. Now I am going to switch back to the Bismarck. Now that we have visibility on him again and can get over the island with our shots. This Bismarck player is not the smartest. So I don't have the modification. You can run modifications. This is a modification here called Navigator Big, which gives you the attitude of the ship that's selected that you're aiming at, as well as the attitude of your ship, or the alignment. But I don't run the mod called Running Lights, which tells you if the ship is going forward or backwards. I still just read the smoke. North Carolina ×2. Oh, we get the kill. We poach the kill. I love it.
Ouch, down population, you bro.
We have to celebrate that. So every little bit of damage I do to higher tier ships, killing a higher tier battleship like that is just going to enhance my XP haul. And I'm using some pretty potent camouflage as well. And that's just super important at this stage of this ship's life where we do not have it upgraded. So everything we can do to get this ship upgraded right now is going to be great. Because you can see how sluggish she is. She's not moving quickly. And she doesn't have the enhanced hull. So not only will that enhanced hull give her more hit points, it'll also increase her ability to turn faster, reduce her rudder shift time. As well as it might bump up her secondary battery too. Okay, at least we're getting one pen. It's a Warspite. I thought there was a Duke of York that direction too. Oh, he fell back. Okay. We're gonna push up with our Gneisenau now. Try to get our guns rotated. This is where Navigator Big comes in really handy. We can see that the Warspite is turning away from us. These mods are not a cheat. They're not usable in like a clan battle or a tournament setting. I'm not sure about clan battles. Definitely not tournaments. Uh-oh. Getting torpedoed here by the battleship or by the carrier. Turn away. Let's turn away and slow down. We're gonna take one. Not terrible damage. Not a flood.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Take a shot at the Warspite. We're chipping away. We're gonna go ahead and use our damage control party, get our engine back. So I've got these guys coming over here too. Okay. That control click here with that little A over the Hatsuharu means that I've selected him for secondary batteries. Actually select your target manually. That will enhance the effectiveness of your secondary batteries. Okay, Gneisenau, stay alive. We don't want to have to go... We don't really want to have to go mano a mano against a Nagato and a Duke of York. This is going to be difficult. But they are playing a little bit passively. So our team is falling behind. We have 3 caps, so... Try to angle in when he's shooting at me. Time his salvos, roughly 30 seconds on that ship. Basically bow in on him when he's reloaded. Gotta go for the shores now. The shores getting really frisky here. Thinking that we're just gonna shoot at the battleships. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna turn out. I don't want to just keep going in and pushing this situation against 3 ships. It's not gonna end well. No crap. Man, the other flank just bit it. So there's something called sector anti-aircraft fire. If I hit my O key, you see down here that half of my circle lights up, and that basically boosts your anti-aircraft shell capability by, I think, 30% to the side that you select. Ugh, unlucky. Try to call out that shores. Okay.
All stations requesting fire on the
Request
designated
focus
target.
fire on the shores. We should be killing the cruiser first. But the Miyoko's gonna die right here.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Sector AA again. Gonna bow in. Those are rocket planes. We didn't see those in the test. You want to bow into rocket planes. You don't want them to hit your broadside. They have a flat spread of rockets that spread out across the beam of a ship. Oh god, yeah. Well, this is pretty much hopeless at this point. Nagato has insanely good guns. Got someone who will be setting us on fire. Oh, Meduca York. He's really low health. He's flooding out. Let's help him flood out. Okay, good. He's out. Just running my repair party now, not my damage control. Still have that Hatsu selected, but I'm not in secondary battery range of the Hatsu. See my secondary battery range over here, 8.1 kilometers. Really like to take out the shores. Stay angled as much as I can of the Nagato and take out the shores. It's getting hard here. They're all ganging up on me. Let's alter our speed. We know that this lane's going to get torped right now by the Hatsuharu. It's going to stop.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, tier 6 battleship in a tier 8 match and getting focused down. That's how fast it goes. Miss the shores. You're gonna join? Are you talking about joining in-game or just joining on mic? We can do that. To join in-game, if you have an NA account, I'll have to switch servers. Okay, let's jump in here. Can you go on to my Discord, Cody? Into maybe just general voice? Alright, well we're going to lose this game even though our team held the caps for quite a while and we're just starting to lose the lead. Kind of crumbled. Our Flandre, or however you pronounce that, pushed a little bit hard. So I don't really think they need to push quite as hard as they did, honestly. That kind of hurt us, ultimately. So let's go ahead and jump out of this game, head back to port. Check the... I didn't know you had no PC. Thought you might have a laptop or something. It's not like I stalk you or anything. I just like you. I'm not going to stalk you. So anyway, I am in general voice. Okay, you in there? Can you hear me? I see you. It says you're muted. Let me unmute if I can. Can you check and see if you're muted on your end? Because it doesn't say that you're muted by me. My box is unchecked for you. I just don't see your microphone connected. And just let me check. Oh, there he is. Man, loud and clear. Let me see really quickly. I want to make sure that the audio gets mapped to the stream. Voice chat. What's happening? Yeah, did you look at my port? How thin it is? This is the beginner port. Trying to keep life simple. I'm talking about the number of ships in the port, which is sad. Yeah, Fjords is my favorite. It's my favorite port. It's their art department is really damn good, honestly. Oh, come on. To be that doom and gloom. Yeah. That's when you know you're going down quickly. Absolutely. Well, you're at that point you're just trying to survive as long as you can, you know. So I don't know if you're coming through in chat or not, dude. Let's try this one other link here. Yeah, I don't know why that ship didn't make it over originally, honestly, if you ask me. Right? Right. Yeah. No, I was disappointed. That sounds right. Yes, it is. It's the entry-level German battleship, the Nassau. Mm-hmm. Gneisenau, then Bismarck, Frederick der Grosse, and GK. What the hell? Well, I'm trying to get my chat. My chat is not mapping. There's been a lot of updates to Windows on my system, so I'm trying to map my chat to the stream, and a lot of things have been just kind of not working properly. Yeah. Try to default this. Mm-hmm. Right. 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 Correct. Exactly. Right. Correct. Yeah, that's tough.
Isn't it? On
Yukikaze? The DD? I want to say it's a 7.
Because when I stopped playing PC, the Yukikaze wasn't even out. It wasn't even a glimmer in war.
Oh my god, I got you mapped. I got you mapped!
That's a Kagero, and I believe the Kagero is tier 8.
Okay, I think we can hear you now. It's got hot in Boise all of a sudden. I'm sweating. I'm trying to get you
And they made that
mapped
on
into the
Legends
chat.
tier 6 premium.
Okay, can you still hear me?
But Wargaming does have the ability to squeeze in
Check,
North Carolina.
check.
But I'm just like, oh, please, Wargaming, please let it happen, please.
Hey, can you still hear me? Check 1 2. Crap. Hold the phone here.
Kraken, you're very quiet now.
Yeah, I think input device I want is my microphone.
Hello?
Hold on a sec. Can you hear me now?
I thought I drove you away.
No, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I had to change my settings in Discord. They got reset.
Oh, okay.
So, but now we can hear you on stream, and I can hear you, and hopefully you can hear me. So.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on Discord because I have you muted on Twitch.
One-sided conversations are not all that exciting on a stream. So.
No, they're not.
All right, cool. So yeah, so I mean, if we, you're talking about the German tech tree, German battleship tech tree, we can pull that up. So yeah, we have Nassau, Kaiser, Koenig, Bayern, Gneisenau, Bismarck, FDG, GK, and then I don't know about Japan where that Yukikaze is right now.
Well, she's a Kagero clone.
So Kagero's tier 8. So you're right. She may be a tier 8.
Down tiered to tier 6.
To tier 6.
Down
2 tiers.
Yukikaze is down tiered, I believe, on Legends from tier 7 to tier 6.
Okay, that makes sense.
I believe. So it's just a way that Wargaming can make a hot premium.
Right.
That's strong from the get-go.
Well,
so,
kind of like they did with Benham, right?
They nerfed. Well, hold on.
Benham went from tier 9 to tier
PC
6.
Is nowhere near the monster. The Benham on PC is a different animal compared to Benham on Legends.
Right.
I think that's one of the true neutered shit from PC to Legends, which I think was a good thing, because the last thing you need to have is those sneaky American torpedoes coming out of nowhere and getting thrown 16 at you when you're chasing them.
Yeah, it was just that. I think it was a little bit too much of a nerf in my opinion, but that's 3 tiers is a lot. So.
But you gotta remember, 16 torpedoes thrown at you in about a minute and 10 seconds.
I get it.
Without leaves.
I get it.
Legend. And
all right.
I get my reload down to less than a minute now.
Well, I'm gonna buy the Hipper right now.
Do it.
So I'm gonna buy the Hipper for 9 million credits. This is a kind of a credit poor account. So this is the next thing I was gonna do is get my first tier 8 tech tree ship on this account. So we don't want to buy it with a commander. You have to actually pay for your port slots.
I forgot you have to do that.
We're not going to pay for the port slot. So basically we have our straight vanilla Hipper. So I don't spend free XP of any kind to upgrade modules, but we are going to go ahead and buy our upgrades. So we're going to buy main armaments 1 to buff the
UI is so different. Even when I started playing. The interface. Early 2017 Warships was a totally different animal.
Yeah, they've changed a lot of the layout, and I've got like this thing that's floating on top is a mod that shows you basically all of your stuff while you're in port. You can do your upgrades and stuff and change out some of your flags and everything while you're in port. Yeah. I don't know why it's not disappearing. When we go into these other menus, it should be, so might need to be updated. But anyway, yeah, well, it's part of the mod station. It's a third-party developer, but it is sanctioned by Wargaming, and you can load it through the mod station, which is a Wargaming interface.
God, I don't think there was any mods when I played those. That almost 2 years.
Yeah, there might have been, but you'd have to go to like Aslan's or something directly and download them from their website. And then every time the game upgraded, you had to go back to the developer of the mods website. So now you just go to the World of Warships mod station, and it updates all your mods for you with one click when there's an upgrade. Because every time there's a new release, you have to go refresh your mods. They don't work anymore. So, All right, so we're going to go main armaments modification 1. We're going to go damage control system 1. Hipper's a ship that has durability. We want to enhance that. Since everyone's running around in overpowered CVs, which you just saw, we're going to go with AA guns modification
No,
1.
they're not overpowered. They're fun to play.
They're fun to
They're
play.
not fun to play against.
They're not fun when you're getting gang tackled like we just did. So I do in my cruisers like to take one of the slots and enhance the anti-aircraft capability if it has a strong base AA rating, which Hipper does. So we're going to take that.
Hipper's AA was
Hipper's AA with the hull, with the secondary hull, with the better hull is going to be really good.
Gunther Luchens as well.
I don't have him. There are specialty commanders that match up with the Legends commanders, but you have to buy them with experience points usually or gold doubloons. I don't have those currently. I have a few of them.
I think I remember when I left. I think that's when they first started to tease Yamamoto.
Yeah.
As a
I do have him on my.
I was like, oh god, I know it's coming.
I've got him on my first US account, and what's cool with the legendary commanders is they have skills that activate. They have passive buffs to certain traits already, kind of like the commanders in Legends. But then when you hit a certain level of stuff, then they have special things that activate. Like Yamamoto, if you get a Kraken, I think he gets a bunch of extra buffs kicked in. Other guys, it's different things.
He gets a heal.
And
he gets like a 30% reduction in reload, I think.
Correct, exactly.
Something
So they all get stupid stuff like that. Big fireworks shoot up off your ship if you have that set. And they have their own special colored tracers, which is pretty cool too. So people know you've got a loaded commander. So we're going to go with steering gears modification. Like to have cruisers with agility. And then almost all cruisers, I do take concealment system mod 1. This is kind of new. The torpedo lookout system is new. Ship consumables modification 1 is new. But we'll go concealment system mod 1.
You want to know what's new there, Kraken? I remember I looked at I went on one of the World of Warships live streamers, a guy, one of the ladies I actually find that she's actually very funny. She was playing a destroyer and she was like, oh yeah, my torpedo reload speed my torpedoes are actually faster. And she was playing, God, what was she playing? Oh yeah, she was playing a Sims. She was playing the Tier 7 Sims.
Yeah.
And she was playing the super, like, C-mine.
Slow torpedoes.
And those things were just rocking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I seeing things here? Or are those torpedoes going faster than 49 knots? and then I tied her and said, hey, why are your torpedoes getting so fast? She said, no, it's just torpedo acceleration mod. I'm like, oh, that'd have been freaking nice to have when I first started playing.
Yeah, that has been used. That gets used a lot on the Japanese DDs across the board as well.
I guarantee you the Swedish destroyers.
And like they take the Holland is already insanely fast torpedoes. And then they take the torpedo reload booster too, right? The torpedo boats take the torpedo reload booster and they take the torpedo acceleration mod.
Can you get torpedo reload booster?
You can, yeah. On
you can.
On some of them it's legendary. It's a legendary upgrade which you have to buy in the armory now with steel or coal. Yeah, but those are out there.
You had to grind those things out properly.
Yeah.
And you can just flash your credit card at it.
Yeah, well, that's everything, right? It's pay to progress. Pay to progress right now if you want it that way. So,
Vaughn, I think that's the nice way of saying it's pay to win.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So, hey, did you notice on you know this, on the Suzuya video, it says there's a choice of consumables. The Suzuya being on Legends, the new 155mm version of Mogami, the light cruiser configuration of Mogami, essentially, which is fantastic. I'm totally stoked about that. Yes. So,
Kraken, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was told that we were testing that, I had you in mind, and I had another buddy in mind.
Cleve.
Oh god, they are going to salivate over this news.
Cleve's been talking about that like for a while, that he had heard back on Discord some time ago that they were, maybe teasing doing it as a campaign ship. So I was ecstatic when I saw that. Like, this is going to be awesome.
Well, I would take whatever Cleve says with a grain of salt.
Well, he called that one.
I'm really starting to question where he's getting this information.
I don't know.
Because he's not getting it from me.
He called that. Definitely called that. So
hold on. Well, yeah.
So now basically on that ship, that's the first ship we've seen that has a choice in this slot, and the trade-off is almost always you have to choose hydroacoustic search, which is sonar 1 on Legends, or defensive AA fire. So we know what hydro does, and hydro on German ships is fantastic. But in this case, we're still going to be capable enough in Hipper to defend ourselves against destroyers. So with the prevalence of carriers in the meta right now, I will take defensive AA fire, because you see we're going to get a 50% bonus to continuous AA damage, and then there's basically flak bursts that layer on top of the continuous damage, and those go up 300% with defensive AA fire. So I'm going to take that preferentially.
Laughs and Enterprise.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so we're set on equipment. Now for exterior, we have so few flags.
Go naked.
It's just sad. I can't, dude. I just can't do it. But we'll do a couple things here. At a minimum, we want signals to buff our XP per battle.
You can roll without having the camouflage. Come on.
You can.
You have the skill.
You can, but you get a lot of shit in chat.
Oh, I do get a lot of shit in chat, but I'm like, you know what? I'm cheap.
More so in PC, you get a lot of crap in chat. So we're gonna take.
Oh god, yes. I remember I'd get shit for that in my gearing and ranked. You're like, oh god, we got a dumbass gearing driver. There's no camo. It's a Kraken and carries the entire team in rank. It's like, you want to come back there, buddy? You saying something?
Exactly.
You're like the first guy to die. Yeah.
I'm going to go relatively minimal on flags right now. I am going to run the fireproof. Actually, I usually save that for my battleships. I'll save that for my battleships. We're going to run the reload time of consumables buff. We're going to run one of the 2 flags that buffs our HE's chance of setting a fire, and leave it at that right now. And then we're going to buff the post-battle service cost, so we'll earn more credits. We're going to buff our XP per battle on the ship and our commander XP. And we're going to set those enabled to reload at the end of the match. We did flags, and I am going to throw a camo on here just because.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing, dude. It's not just camo for detectability and dispersion. It's getting that XP per battle boosted so we can get out of stock condition as quickly as possible, right? Yeah. That's the real rub, not the vanity of it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, and I agree, but I agree with that. And that's the one thing that's interesting about Legends is that I do not believe if you put a camouflage on it, it doesn't add to your credits.
It doesn't.
It doesn't add into your experience.
No, it doesn't. It only affects detection and dispersion, and the battle booster affects what, like rudder, shift, and speed, something like that. That's a big bummer. I mean, I do like the flexibility of the signal system more on PC than I do on Legends. It's quite simplified on Legends. So here's the other big rub. You know this, but the average player may not. We don't get to throw one commander in every ship of a line.
Rip to the PC guys out there who got to respec all their captains every time they get a new boat.
Yeah, well, but that's your choice, right? So what I do, I've always done this on tanks and I do it on ships, is I don't respec a commander for the next ship that I'm buying in the line. Like, I don't want to take a commander with 0 points or 3 points if I spend a little gold into a tier 8 battle, right? So I take the commander that I've been grinding from my highest tier ship, which in this case is the York, and I move him into my high tier ship. So we can do free retraining, which we have to basically earn 25,000 commander XP before our skills are active, which sucks. But that's why we throw the buff on commander XP through a signal, so we earn more per game to get that guy trained back up. so his skills will even work at all. And this is another inducement in World of Warships PC to get you to spend gold, because you can instantly retrain him with gold, or you can use what's called Elite Commander XP. And this is why everyone is so ticked off in PC right now, is that when they took the commanders from 19 to 21 points, now I have a bunch of commanders on my older accounts that were at 19 points. So what that essentially means is that every time you earned commander XP, it didn't go into regular captain XP anymore. It went into this pool called Elite Commander XP, and you could use that to train up captains when you move them, or you could use it to buff the training on any other captain in your fleet. So basically, with changing this from 19 to 21, all these guys that earned all this extra commander XP to buff other captains with, now you've got to grind them back through 2 more levels before you can start doing that again. And it's like 1.2 million commander XP to get from 19 to 21. So Cleve was saying, like, he basically took some XP off some captains. You can kind of transfer it and, you know, got a couple back to the max level, but they kind of really hosed people who have a lot of 19-point captains by extending it to 21.
No, they didn't hose them. They hazed them.
Well,
they wanted their money.
It's upset people. So I'm not going to jump over to the website I use, but it's called the World of Warships Wiki. It's maintained by a couple community contributors that are really cool guys and good streamers on PC, namely Lord Zath. I like Zath. Zath's a good guy. Why am I blanking on?
Raptor?
Yeah, Sea Raptor. Thank you.
I love Raptor.
Good God. Very chill, very mellow guys, and very good streamers.
They did Kings of the Sea.
They do, and they spend a ton of time on the wiki. The wiki's really good. So what we have here is a blank slate on commander skills for him, because I have not reset my German commanders. So let's pick our skills. We have 13 points to go shopping with. Each tier costs a different level. So first tier is 1, second tier is 2, third tier is 3, fourth tier is 4 points. So we are going to shop with what I picked out from the World of Warships wiki. And first level, I usually pick, these have all been renamed. Oh, wait, why are you not letting me pick points? Skills for cruisers. What the heck?
Are you in the right tab?
I was. This is the skills for cruisers tab.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now, because this whole new commander thing, it's like, oh my gosh.
I've done several, so it should let me click.
Why did PC not just did what Legends did? Oh, I forget. I know why, because Wargaming wants money.
You know what? It may be locking me out of distributing my skill points until I can't distribute my skill points, I guess, until he is trained up. That's what it's doing. So let's screw this and say, look up here on the right. I have 68,000 Elite Commander XP. So screw it. We're just going to complete training, and it's basically going to drain 25,000 XP out of this pool. If we do that instead of spending gold. I don't want to spend gold. I'm going to use 25,000 XP. Okay, and now it unlocks. So that's kind of hosed. If you haven't got him retrained, it doesn't even let you assign your skills, which sucks. So first level, the recommended skills are the little carroted ones. So we're going to go with Grease the Gears as our first choice, which is main battery rotation speed. And you don't want to outturn your turrets in a cruiser, right? So that's always a good place to start.
Yeah, didn't they get rid of fire prevention?
That shows up in the battleship skills, so that's
But not cruisers.
That's the thing. You used to be able to take any of the skills on any ships.
The super cruisers that were like mini battleships, like the Alaska, the Kronstadt, and the
correct. That's another thing that's pissed people off, is because that same block of skills were applicable to any ship. Now you have a unique block for each type of commander, each type of vessel. So that's another thing that's ticked people off. So
I'm surprised you haven't done the lighthouse build yet, where it's just straight, just DPM in a cruiser. No,
I haven't played. I've played so little over on the PC side, honestly, haven't reset many of these commanders, so
But that's the meta, so
right.
I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've probably heard of it because you stay up to date on PC more than I do. So.
In general. So
Yeah.
I don't like to live without priority target. That used to be a 1-point skill. Now it's a 2-point skill. That's another thing that kind of sucks is that they made that more expensive. And then we have we have 10 more points to spend. So at this tier, there's kind of 2 things that make sense to me. Well, actually 3. Superintendent buffs all of your consumables. It gives you 1 more of each consumable. But that's just going to be our defensive fire and fighter consumable. This is a new one, heavy AP shells. So it buffs your main battery AP shells to a higher damage level. And then there's Adrenaline Rush, which basically every amount or bracket of HP you lose, 1%, it increases your reload time.
Fallen guys, it's the Adrenaline Rush skill.
Yeah, so
your gun shoot faster the less health you have.
Exactly. And I take that on almost all my ships except my DDs. I'm not going to take that initially. I think I'm going to take this heavy AP shells because German cruisers are known for their good AP. They're not as great HE. So let's master that one.
Wait, what? Wait, Kraken.
German cruiser HE is not as strong.
You never put AR Adrenaline Rush on your destroyers?
Oh, let me say this. I don't play destroyers enough to have built out enough destroyers to say that. On U.S. destroyers, yes, you would, right? German destroyers and maybe British.
Are you trying to play this game on extra hard mode while this game is already hard in general?
Yeah, I just don't have enough. I don't have it even close to a 19-point destroyer commander. And actually, that's why you'd come back and fill out Adrenaline Rush towards the end. After you get through the tree all the way up, because you're usually going to want like concealment expert on destroyer, right? So on most of my destroyer builds, I'm through the first round, and then you have to come back and earn more points to get back to Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush used to be a 2-point skill. Now it's a 3-point skill. So we are definitely going to take concealment expert for 4 points. And
Vaughn, I love how we've been in the loading screen for at least 30 minutes just talking.
Yeah. Well, I said this was what I was gonna do, so it's a new account. And you're not slowing me down at all with good banter. So just so you know,
right here, which is great.
And so the other thing we can do is we can take Adrenaline Rush because we have 3 more points left. So let's do that, right?
Do it.
Okay. So we are. This is a night where we're actually outfitting a ship with everything from the modules to the commander. It's my first tier 8 tech tree ship on this European account, so I'm kind of excited about that. And you can see I only have 13 million credits on this account, so it's taken me a while to build up my credit balance. Though I did buy premium on this account to help out. All right. Well, and I did buy some doubloons to get a Massachusetts and a Scharnhorst. And then I got the Oklahoma for free from the U.S. Battleship Line Split campaign, which you know that, right? If we look at the tech tree, let's not go out to battle yet. Everyone's off stream but you and I. But that's okay. Look at the line split.
You want to know what that tech tree? You know what that people who would play that line? For the good players, those are the ones who want to sit back and assess the situation.
Right.
Is the left flank neat? Because if you spawn in the middle in those slow battleships, you're thinking, oh yes.
Well, yeah, that's the best place to be.
The flank that has the least amount of help on it.
Right.
At that point, and I mean, you have super far-reaching guns, and they're somewhat accurate.
Somewhat. The 9 and 10 are a lot better than the 8.
Deadeye. I'm gonna say that right now.
Well, Deadeye is the controversial battleship commander skill that, according to FlamU, is going to be taken out of the game. But now, Wargaming has said, well, FlamU was not speaking on any information from us. So, hey, I scored a drop watching my own Twitch Twitch stream.
Hey, self-promotion of self-promoting.
Guys,
Let's go.
drops are enabled. So if you are a World of Warships PC player, you can get drops for free crates. Look at that. Van Kraken is claiming a Twitch container from watching my own stream. So that will get you a Twitch container that you get to open that usually has some camos.
Hell,
And,
I couldn't tell you what my account was. I don't remember. It wasn't even my name. And that was the strange thing. A lot of my accounts on when I did play on PC right after high school, I didn't name my World of Warships PC account my name on Twitch. It's like, that was really stupid. Like it was some just dumb name. I was like, I didn't really care. But then it's kind of like, if I'm gonna do this, I need to make sure that like everything is the same name, so you can. It's easily recognizable.
I just went back and renamed.
I wish I never did that.
I just went back and grabbed Van Kraken on the NA server, so I had not grabbed that. It was still under my old name, so I changed that. Cost you a little gold to do that. Isn't that a shocker?
Yeah, but that's fine.
So hey, we're up against a Shikaku. So I'm kind of glad that we outfitted for AA, right? We took the AA module buff. I did not throw an AA flag on, but
your AA gunners would have had a field day if it was a Kaga.
Yeah, it would have been easier. This
Tier
is
6 planes on a Tier 8 aircraft carrier.
That's a lot easier going up against Tier 6s. So right now, honestly, without the hull upgrade, my AA isn't nearly as good as it will be when I upgrade the hull. So we're workable now, but we're going to be a lot better when we get to upgrade to the B hull.
Well, you're not a York. You're not going to spontaneously combust if somebody looks at you.
Though frankly, on PC, I don't mind the York just because it has really good main battery range.
Yes.
And I'm a Nuremberg fan. I'm an odd duck in that I like cruisers, and I like cruisers that other people don't like at all. So I actually am pretty successful with York.
We know that.
I'm pretty successful with York. Okay.
Well, I believe the York has the best high explosive damage per individual shell of the entire German cruiser line, because she's got two 10s.
Yeah.
I think correctly. Well, even the Hindenburg line has 203s.
Okay, so I try to swing and get my broadside aligned on these planes when they're Japanese. You can see the little number values popping up next to the planes. That's our actual damage that we're inflicting on those planes. And of course, we got a fire already.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah, it's a fun and engaging experience for the carrier player.
And what do you notice about heals on this ship versus Legends?
It's free now?
It doesn't have any heals.
Oh, that too, yeah.
They added heals, repair party to all the Tier 7 cruisers, but you don't get it on Tier 8 cruisers unless, if you have the Prinz Eugen, the clone of this ship, that's what makes her really valuable. She has a heal.
I believe the Atago. Yeah, the Atago.
Atago has a heal, yeah.
I think she always had it.
See, look how teeny our HE shells are. They're not very beefy.
Well, they're 203s. Well, yeah, that's why I always liked in the beginning of Legends where you had like in any of the cruisers that wasn't your Atago.
Look at this guy.
Regardless. And that's honestly what weeded up the cruisers.
Right.
That's why I couldn't play him. I couldn't play him because I was like, damn it, man.
Yeah.
The same exact bullshit from PC that I could not play.
I'm gonna throw my fighter up and burn a fighter just to see if we can spot the ship that got... Oh, he got killed already.
Yeah, yep.
What was that? An Atlanta? Okay. I'm pretty new in running these panels that give you all this information on the side. It's pretty damn cool. It gives you your spotting, your concealment, your main battery range, your torpedo range. And then obviously the green bars are the health of the ships. And that is another thing that's available through the World of Warships mod station, is these customizable panels.
This is so nice.
It's really cool. I mean, there are things about PC that are really nice.
I agree. But it's
Well, it's got a little more.
long and hard, and you compare the console version
Fighter returning
to
to ship.
PC version.
Right.
And
Well-
to be honest with you, as for an actual gameplay,
It's just as good. The core gameplay to me is just
I
as
don't even know
fun.
if it's that. I just felt that Legends knew what it wanted to do at the beginning, and
Right.
went for it. There was no conflicting views on what they wanted to do at the beginning, so it was focused.
Right.
And that's what I was thinking. What I thought was really nice about Legends.
Yeah.
And also, the one thing, games are faster, and there's less people, so there's less stupidity that can potentially happen.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the one thing I
When I looked
hate.
at that Bayern game, I was like, "Yep, I don't miss that at all."
Well, yeah, you see how fast a team can melt, right?
Yep, how fast your team melted on that west side. Oof. No.
And I did pretty well. I mean, I got 55,000 in a stock, nearly stock Bayern
that's
in a
good.
tier
That's-
8 game. But I can't go straight balls out into that cap and survive more than 3 minutes, so.
Like, you had no idea if there was a DD in there.
Right, and there wound
You
up
had no
being
idea.
1.5 DDs in that cap. But the Flandre, okay, you're top tier, but
Suicided.
that doesn't mean you want to go straight in and get focused down by 3 ships at once, which is what happened, right? And the carrier.
He wanted to test the fire, the fire resistance to see how good it was.
I have a feeling he just got that ship because it's
First
pretty
game, second
new.
game? Can you stat shame?
Can you stat shame? Yeah, you can't see my chat panel. My
Can
chat
you stat
panel.
shame? Do
My
you
chat
have the
panel is covered by my
ability
little
to
screen.
stat shame people.
I strategically placed my my little camera view over my text chat. So if someone's
I know.
cussing at me or I'm cussing at them, you're not going to see it. But honestly, I'm not
Oh.
toxic in chat.
No.
I'm not.
Chat secretly very toxic to people.
I don't rage very often. Sometimes I'll say, doesn't really make any sense what you just did, but I don't personalize it. Okay, look at this Charles Martel on their team. Like, he's just hanging out in the back. Okay, do we bully the Bayern? I say we try to bully the Bayern. Let's load AP.
Yeah, well, hell. I mean,
Let's try to
as
bully
long as you
him.
can guarantee that not one of the destroyers, if I'm seeing that correctly, I'm not blind, or they'll just be these.
Oh, the Kagero
there's
was
still
last
too much
spotted
to-
straight ahead of me, though, dude. You're right. The Kagero is straight
that's what I
ahead of
was
me.
thinking. It's like, unless you want to go with that, unless you feel that you can predict him that coming in that direction. Because if I was a Kagero player, I'd be thinking,
Yeah,
spot it, because you've been spotted for quite a while. I'm thinking
yeah.
he's gonna go for the Bayern.
That's it's a good call. Now we can kite the Bayern. We've just done a massive course change, so anything the Kagero fired at us, hopefully we'll miss.
Kagero was anticipating you.
Yeah,
Not anymore. Now he's gonna have to chase you now.
yeah. And you can see, if we can get broadside AP rounds onto a battleship, we can do really well with Hipper.
See, Vaughn, isn't it nice to have a DD main helping you out?
I know, you need to just be like my XO.
Your weapons officer? I can do that.
No, it's Chief Executive Officer. Oh, look at your call, my friend. Good call. There he
I'm telling
is.
you, I know that they're so
These freaking torps are too fast without... Oh my god, that hurts.
Hold below the waterline.
Look at that.
Flooding quickly.
That hurts a lot.
You got touched
Problem
way too,
solved,
you got
sir.
touched way too seductively there.
I don't have the...
I feel like he's gonna come since he tried that. I'm honestly wondering if he's gonna try to come relatively to your map. You need to look. I feel like he's gonna come
Shoot.
north.
He's gonna come opposite side of this island. He's going for the Colorado next.
Parallel with you on your starboard side.
He's gonna go for the Colorado next.
Think so?
Yeah.
Where's that call at? I gotta turn my brightness up.
Anti-aircraft fire.
You go by himself?
I've got all my anti-aircraft stuff firing off now.
Yeah, he'll go up the Colorado first, yeah. Yeah, there he is. Look at that. Like I said, he's trying to come from the inside, trying to get torpedoes off on him. That's exactly where I said he would go.
Yeah.
God dang, it's like I know this. Like I know these Japanese destroyer players.
Well, and that's the thing that advantage you have is that I've done so little DD. I mean, I'm much better at predicting it now, and I've played more DD, so I'm developing, and I watch. It's not like I don't watch a lot of streamers, so, but still, it's different when you're playing it yourself versus watching.
His favorite destroyer captain streamer to watch secretly.
Byron is still hungering for me. He's dead. Nice. Okay. So we'll switch to HE.
That Kagero's got engine boost. Just gonna put that out there. Or it looks like engine boost.
Byron was messing me up a little bit. Strong team this time, though. Strong team.
Well, yeah. Well, hold on. Look at your mini map. Look at B9. Look at B9.
Yeah, you gotta.
Look at that.
They've
and that's
pushed.
another thing I really wish that Legends would do. They would have the mini map with the numbers and the letters.
I want the numbers on the circles, not for main battery range and stuff. I mean, that's. If you click the little gear icon here, you get the option to basically show your... It's hidden behind this panel. I've got to figure out how to fix that. But you get to select a lot of different information you can display on your mini-map. You can customize it. And you can make it bigger or smaller.
I've got a sneaky suspicion. Kagero's going to run after... It looks like the... Pan right.
I gotta watch for the North Carolina. I can't go this gap, or the North Carolina's gonna waste me.
You gotta go left. You gotta get away from those guns.
Oh, and there's the Kagero. So what? Should I maybe? No, I don't have the range.
I'd say take heel to the left. Get out from underneath this gun. Slow down and see if you can bait him in taking a shot.
I was gonna torp that channel, but
your torps, I don't think would have gotten there.
No.
Those are stock torpedoes too. But that was the best move you could have put, because you put distance, you put island separation from him.
Yep. I'm gonna try to get here where I can shoot in this gap and try to get the Charles Martel.
But yeah, you're
so slow.
Yang,
stock.
Your Yang is suicide, whatever that is. It looks like a Charles Martel.
So slow stock right now. These gun angles are way too low. I can probably hit the North Carolina though.
And another thing with you actually going over, heading with that course change, you're actually able to meet up with your squad mates as well and make a one collective.
They're making that push.
Yeah, but I would have always gone with my teammates.
My shells are just not
it looks like
clearing.
they know what they're doing. But I'm also getting nervous that the Kagero eventually... Well, not anymore because you just got spotted. If anything, but then at the same time, do you really want to rush a Kaga and a Kagero?
Right. The North Carolina just got taken out.
Yep.
I'm going to loop back around because I can give a little bit of protection to the CVs and maybe get some air cover from them.
The CV, he doesn't need anything. No.
I'm just so little hit points.
His cap is on right now. His combat air patrol.
Yeah, he does. Yes.
He's fine. Fun. It's an aircraft carrier.
So you know when the aircraft... Can I ask you, do you know when the aircraft carriers are coming?
I do know, and I cannot disclose.
Right, I know you can't disclose. I wouldn't even ask you that. I just wondered whether they tell you the timing of that kind of stuff.
Oh, yes.
Well, I guess because you need to be testing things.
I have been told, yes. But just for people who, if anybody asks, oh hey, when does aircraft carriers come out on Legends? I can't say anything about that.
Right. I know that's the hard part of being a super tester is people ask you stuff all the time that they should know you can't answer.
Oh no, and trust me. And honestly, I didn't think I for like my first week, I actually thought about leaving the super testing group because I wanted to tell everybody that, oh hey, this is coming to the game. Like, let's get excited. But
right.
I got to keep my mouth shut. So it's kind of like.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. You get to all this cool information, but you can't share it. But then you get the good feeling that when things come out on the other end, that you had an impact on how that got launched. And that was what being an alpha tester was like, because, you know, we had the Discord, we had our own, well, at that point, we were the only players on the Discord, right? So Phil was reading everything, as well as the devs. So, I mean, it was like, you could see they did a lot of updates to the game on a very regular basis, and you could see the changes being made, which was really, really cool.
And
cool, almost in real time.
Another thing is that these Legends guys, I don't think they've ever postponed an update.
Right.
And I remember Warships PC was notorious for just completely missing updates. Just taking forever to buff ships that needed it. Remember the Warspite when it first came out? That boat was a joke.
Well, the turret traverse was super slow.
Was it made the Yamato blush?
Honestly, everything else about the boat is fantastic. That's another one. Yeah, I said the Byron is my favorite, like tier 5 destroyer, or sorry, BB tech tree.
Oh, wait, the Byron's a destroyer? Wait a minute.
Byron battleship. I mean BB, not DD. But Byron is my favorite, like probably tier 5 tech tree battleship in Legends. But I love the Warspite. She's a really strong ship.
Do you remember the Warspite when it originally came out?
Well, yeah. I mean, when it originally came out on PC, I had it. And you had to turn your guns with your hull, pretty much, almost. I mean, because the turrets were so slow.
Yes. But then I also remember how incredibly tall it sat out of the water. So the Citadel was just like you could aim short, purposely short, and you would still hit the Citadel.
Right.
I remember that so often. That would infuriate. I didn't have the Warspite at the time, but I had a buddy who did.
Its guns are badass, though. I mean, it's
those guns are.
It's got lasers. Guns that are tier and a half higher than where it sits, just like Molotov and a few other ships selectively in the game. So let's open some containers. We're gonna get some coal. Coal is a resource that we can use to buy ships and modules, and like you were mentioning, the captains, the commanders. You can use coal for some of those special commanders. And this is a credits container. It's going to have more silver in it. That's the other cool thing. So blue containers on Legends are just so boring, man. I hate them. It's like it's not even fun opening them.
They are very boring. But then I get it.
The basic containers here, you can choose credits, you can choose flags, you can choose resources or currency. Like for coal, so it's just more fun on here by far. Yeah. But you were asking that question, so if I go into the armory, which is basically the PC's version roughly of the Forge, here's where you get all your choices. So here's your ships for resources, so the steel ships, the coal ships, and then
old Austin.
Here we have ships that you can purchase in-game with gold. You used to have to go to the World of Warships website to buy ships with gold. So that's one thing the Armory did. It's like, if you wanted to buy something really badly in the old days, you had to get out of the game and go buy it online. And I think they figured out, well, you want people to be able to jump in and buy it immediately. I'd really like the Pommern.
The Pommern. Yes.
Pommern is a very strong tier 9 German battleship that's stronger than the Frederick de Grossa by far. Oh, Marceau is pretty popular right now. Fast-firing French destroyer. But yeah, so the Plymouth is new. That's getting pretty good reviews. Shikishima.
Austin.
Yeah, Austin's brand new.
Austin is just overpowered.
Cleve was telling me about the Austin. Yeah.
The Austin is so strong.
And then I think he has, I want to say he has the FDR too, which is you should see, I'll play Massachusetts next. Let's play Massachusetts next. We might go up against an FDR, and its torpedo drop is insane. It's like 10 torpedoes in a fan shape. There's no way you can avoid more than, say, half of them. It's just, it's crazy. It's totally crazy.
Vaughn, I've seen videos of it. Like, I know what the thing can do.
And it's mainly oriented to attacking battleships. than anything else. So, hey, we finished like 6th in that game, which isn't horrendous.
No,
6th or 7th.
No, but it's like, but it's the play that you did. Then when you had to turn around, you were thinking, you're getting thirsty there, crap.
Yeah, no, I was.
like, Vaughn,
that was
do
smart.
Don't do it.
That was smart.
Because that Kagero is still out there, or there's something out there, because you've been spotted for a long time.
The only mistake he made, did you notice the direction he fired his torpedoes?
Mm-hmm.
They were straight at my bow, so I would have been able to split those relatively easily. But yeah, I probably would have taken at least one, and if I took 2, I'd be dead. So.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, you made that maneuver by turning around and going by your team. So if he wanted to come after you, he had to go away from the Bayern and go closer to your teammates.
And he had to get into the main battery range of multiple teammates. And I'm more of a live longer and have more impact at the end of the game. I mean, there are certain situations where if you can go in and trade 1 for 2 or 1 for 3.
That's a tier 8 game right there.
This is a straight tier 8. It's pretty rare. Pretty rare.
Holy crap. We might want to photograph that.
Yeah.
Woo.
It doesn't happen too often.
Oh, but then you got to deal with Enterprise. Oh.
You see they just redid the water and everything. Look how freaking realistic the water's getting. I mean, I have a pretty killer processor, but they did do graphical updates again. They actually changed the textures on the minimap too. All right, so what are we looking at here?
Wargaming, I would really like to have Tears of the Desert, please.
Yeah.
Please.
There's not that much yellow in here, dude. Not yet. So, we have 11.3 kilometer secondary batteries, which is as good as the Bismarck and Tirpitz. Pretty sweet. But, you know, we're refrigerator detection. We can be seen from a long distance away. And we only have an 18.3 kilometer main battery range, which for a tier 8 battleship is not fantastic.
But it's not garbage.
It's not bad.
It is workable. It is workable.
Dude, the AA on this ship is freaking ridiculous. I never used to get like I don't know what it's called now. They renamed it, but the award for shooting down planes. I've won it twice already in this ship. It's freaking crazy how many planes you can shoot down in this boat. I've survived mano-a-mano versus FDRs that have been basically just hounding me. I have survived those attacks in this ship, and they've moved on and attacked someone else.
It looks like all your battleships are heading down to Alpha there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to support the northern flank though initially.
Yeah.
I like personally a deployment that splits here and splits here, and then we can basically, if one side can hold, the other can flank through. If we can both push, great, and then crossfire them in the middle. So I'm probably gonna
what's
support.
The cruiser in front of you?
All stations.
Go for the Kiev.
Position of a strategic target.
British light. I was like, man, he's getting really aggressive with that.
Okay, we're gonna switch from HE to AP. That was a Kiev. I probably should have let in a little bit more.
You got him.
Super fast.
Ooh, man,
I just missed him, just behind him.
what's up, you boy?
Good job, Benson.
Stations requesting fire.
Yeah,
on the
Benson
designated
doing
target.
Benson things. Yee.
You know,
Die.
gotta die if you can't get that first cap, right?
Gotta die.
It's worth dying.
Totally. Very much so.
They're sending a lot of battleships north, so
Yes,
I need
they
to
are. They're all heading north. Double Tirpitz. And
to
I
the
think
turtle
it's
zone.
Carolina. No, there's a Tirpitz down south.
There's your North Carolina. There's your naked North Carolina.
Oh, there she is! She's so pretty!
and she's-
no, Kraken, you are not allowed to shoot her.
I already
No.
did.
No! Then don't kill her.
Sucker. We're getting a.
No. Be nice to North Carolina.
No, I'm gonna try to find the
Yes,
Kiev.
that used to be me there, Vaughn.
Yeah,
Naked
it's a
North
great
Carolina.
ship, man. That's
Didn't give a shit. So top of the
She's-
leaderboard. Oh yeah.
she's my favorite U.S. battleship. Honestly. Wow, 5,000 damage on this Shenyang.
Oh my god, you had a penetration on him.
Yep. That's not easy with AP.
It's not. I remember a couple years ago. That used to be super consistent. Like you could just AP the crap out of
It used to be easier. They really nerfed AP.
Oh my gosh. I hated that so much.
You could almost, well, you can't one-shot destroyers either. There's like a mechanic that keeps you from one-shotting them.
Yeah.
But you used to be able to almost one-shot destroyers with AP. Battleship.
Yeah. Ooh, Turpit's not. Turpit's derpitsing right now.
I'm not going to go straight into these dudes.
No, yeah.
I have mobility. I'm going to come around the corner here.
Oh, you can get a torpedo tubes. They were to the rear though.
But our team
Oh yeah,
is...
your whole team just decided to just say F.
Our team wants to derp out, you can tell.
Yeah. If you're gonna get aggressive, you better get aggressive here. Because Alpha's going.
The will to derp out is strong.
The ship is on fire.
Freaking Kiev won't leave me alone. Alright,
It's
let's...
interesting that the Enterprise.
What is this lightning doing?
That's a great question.
Get off me, Kiev.
Nice.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
See how long the reach is on the secondaries.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Got a Bismarck right off from your far right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about that Kansas, maybe.
Yeah, but that Bismarck is
Good
definitely
grief. Just not a strong team again.
We were just praising them. weren't we?
Well, actually, last team was not bad.
No, last team actually.
The ship is on fire.
Dude, they enhanced these fires special effects too.
They did. So nice.
Toward me and turn out.
Yeah, I just like want to do that right now.
Oh, the other mass is there
It's
too.
right there. Ooh.
Yeah, wasted that salvo. Get off me, planes.
The enemy team
Planes,
is
can you
taking the
politely
lead.
go? It's like planes. Can you politely go F off?
Exactly. So many planes.
The Asasio is with you guys right now because where that Akizuki is, there was some huge water torpedoes.
You speaking of Therisasio?
There it's on your side.
Okay. These new penetration
I just didn't know
visuals
if you
and
noticed
fire
that, but I
visuals
just
are
didn't
pretty
know
cool.
that. Yeah, I just didn't know if you noticed that. I'm like, okay, Mom, there's a. Not trying to do backseating here, but I'm like,
No,
they're there for like a split second. I just instantly figured that out. I was like, yep, they're there.
You're not bothering me at all. It's fine.
It was like that was about a minute and a half ago. That Akizuki was still hanging out at.
So
I think he actually tried to torpedo the Akizuki in the deep water.
okay, so the Sasha was here, but he's probably
Yeah,
coming
right
in
there.
here. Shit.
Sasha just killed the Ragnarok.
And he's probably now going for the Kaga. All right. Oh, let's heal. See, this is where I wish we had. Oh, I do have spotter plane though. So
Yeah, you're not touching that North Carolina.
I would be excited to have spotter plane view and have spotter plane actually do what it really does, which is not a small buff to accuracy. It's a big buff to main battery range.
Yes.
Because, for instance, like the Duca d'Aosta, which just got released, 14.1 kilometer main battery range. The great thing about that ship on PC is that it has a regular spotter plane like this, so you can get it up to 16 kilometers for a period of time. Hey, Bussy. Yeah, no problem. Got Cody on Discord with us. You've been wiped out, and we're just chatting, and we can definitely look at tech trees.
I would have gone to the right side of that island to potentially get back to your guys' teammates, but then at the same time, everybody's over here.
Well, my guns are already lined up on this side.
You're
I already have my...
in North Carolina. I think that's me right there.
Yeah.
But hold on, I'm not camping in the back like an idiot.
We're pushing. We're pushing up.
Yeah. I'm amazed. I'm surprised the Enterprise hasn't. I'm surprised the Parcel is not like wanted to like murder you.
Yeah, this is the second 2 CV game in a row.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the luck.
But how many planes have I shot down already? Tell me.
14. Oh, the Enterprise is going for a roll.
They're too close. They're not going to arm. Don't arm. This is where it's turny. Mass is turny. Okay.
You dodged it.
Only problem with being under...
The torpedo effects look so good.
He's coming the other way, though.
Oh, man. Creating his own instant crossfire.
Take one.
God, there was so much skill involved in that man. He still missed!
They didn't arm.
They didn't arm. Well, yeah,
He was inside the arming distance.
yep.
Shit, I'm at E3 right here.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
But again, they do like no damage. But then again, it's like he's just gonna whip it back around and get your broadside again.
Yeah, that's the crappy thing when they have relatively large squadron sizes. Enterprise is not seen super often, and she's strong.
Oh, she's ridiculous. Oh yes.
She's one of the stronger tier 8 carriers. That was a
Well,
good
they're all
hit.
strong. Ooh. God, those shells landed high. Like, really high.
Enemy battleship sighted.
That might be a decent salvo. Come on, Lightning, kill the Kiev.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, look out!
That's that shot.
Aircraft carrier sunk.
That one felt good coming out. That one felt good coming out of the barrel.
Yes. Yeah,
All right.
that Kiev got 3 kills. But he he gets spotted, he's gonna die.
So, dude, I have to worry about the Asashio
You gotta worry about the Asashio now, yeah.
because he's coming from back here somewhere. Hello, Baltimore.
If anything, I would charge Baltimore.
I am, I'll be bow into the
Yes, you
Asashio.
will.
Oh crap! I way undershot that. Oh, there he is. There's the Asashio over there.
Uh-huh.
This game's gonna be a bit of a reach. Come on. Look at that. We avoided 2. Potential damage score is gonna be pretty good in this game. Oh shoot, we're broadside to the North Carolina, dude.
Uh-oh. Those are some laser guns.
He's shooting HE though.
Oh, but an
What are you
80.
doing?
Yeah, that's definitely not.
Doesn't that make you mad?
Just for me, Kraken. I'll let you kill this guy. Go.
Doesn't that make you mad? He deserves to die if he's shooting
Yes,
at
I
HE
said, you can kill him now.
at a broadside, Massachusetts.
That boat has some of the best AP of its tier.
No. Oh my. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Problem solved, sir.
And then suddenly a wild monarch.
No kidding.
The whole team.
I have to take on the whole team at the end. It's a requirement.
Oh.
I need to go for the ram kill, don't I?
I mean, it would be a good trade.
No, the freaking CV is gonna get me.
The ship is on fire.
Unless that Enterprise got something to
Ah, couldn't get my shot off.
damn.
So, dude, I got it again.
Oh,
Look,
the
I got the
Baltimore
AA
snuck
Defense Expert medal again. So, Bussy, I was just saying, I never used to get this AA Defense Expert. It's renamed ever. And the freaking Massachusetts is such a beast with regard to AA. It's just crazy. So look at that. I got that again. 38 planes shot down, and that's against Enterprise planes mainly, right? So that's not crappy planes.
No, there were some Parcel ones there coming there too.
And we got a
Well,
Confederate.
Definitely early, it was definitely Enterprise, but later in the game, it was Parcells.
I personally like a Confederate medal better than a high caliber because it shows you had impact on more of the enemy team across the board than just a couple specific ships. So,
yeah.
So check that out.
I was surprised that Asashio did not come after the team in spot. It didn't look like he was spotting.
Well, you know why? Because he just went to poach the carriers.
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah.
And you know what? He died to its secondaries. Did you see that?
That was a German carrier though, right? German carriers haven't.
Asashio died to the Enterprise's.
Oh, the Enterprise. Okay, because German carriers have insane secondaries. The Germans do.
No. I'm like, wow.
So, we topped the board. We did pretty good in that game, and that was good. Good damage score. And
Kiev did very well.
Like Cleve says he doesn't like. Where is Cleve? He'll pop up when I'm saying this, but he doesn't like the Massachusetts on Legends. I do, and I freaking love it on PC.
I felt it's always was better on Legends.
I don't mind it at all.
You have the reduced range. I still feel it's better.
Okay, so Bussy, you missed Cody and I using 45 minutes talking about tech trees and stuff and outfitting my first tier 8 ship, which was the Hipper. And actually, I want to just see what did we earn. So here we can go in and see we earned 6,100 XP, but we, just like on Legends, the 2 upgrades for Hipper are quite a ways down the line, and there's only 2, just the hull upgrade and the main battery boost upgrade, the fire control system. So we're going to be waiting a while before we get a chance to upgrade Hipper. But Bussy, what tech trees? This guy. Oh crap! I just demounted all my signals. I wanted to get rid of this. This is a mod that's floating in the way. I'll have to reload all my Hipper signals now. But what tech trees do you want to look at? I mean, obviously.
Ron, I got a question. What was when PC came out originally? What was the tier 8 American heavy cruiser? Because Cleveland was 6, Pensy was 7.
Right. It was
Norland's at. It was Norland.
It was Baltimore. That stayed the same. So this side has stayed the same through Baltimore, and then the tier 9.
They added Buffalo.
Yeah, they added Buffalo. I'm trying to remember what moved out of tier 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember too.
This is the same all the way here. Erie through Omaha is the same. Pensacola through Des Moines is the same, but Buffalo is new. And God, what ship was that?
Baltimore used to be tier 9.
Oh, that's right. It dropped.
Cleveland was tier 6.
Yeah. Oh, Cleveland was the tier 8. Cleveland was the 6.
Cleveland was tier 6.
Give me a break. Okay, yeah, you're totally right.
Remember that?
Cleveland was the 6.
And she had, didn't she have like a 90 rating of AA?
Yeah,
at tier 6.
I'm blanking though. So yeah, because Cleveland was the 6.
Pensy was 7.
New Orleans was 8. Baltimore was 9.
Baltimore was 9.
Yeah, New Orleans was 8. Baltimore was 9. Buffalo did not exist yet. Des Moines was 10. That was it. You're basically sliding these guys up a tier. And Buffalo wasn't there. And that's that. And Cleveland was in the tier 6 slot.
Yeah.
So, Bussy, here's the deal. So, when I started on PC, it was only Japan and US, just like they started out on Legends. And then the ones they added after that, Germany came next, and then I want to say the Soviets came after that, followed by the UK and France, and then Pan-Asian DDs. So there's a whole...
Pan-Asian, I'm sorry. I thought it was Pan-European, I'm like, wait.
There's a whole line of Pan-Asian DDs. Now, these DDs have something called deep water torpedoes. So if you watch in game, there was a Sen Yang here that I shot early in the game. It shot torpedoes that weren't a solid rectangle. They have a little, like a rectangle and then another line behind it. Deep water torpedoes run at a slightly deeper depth, thus called deep water torpedoes, shockingly. But they're much faster. And the rub is they cannot damage destroyers, and they cannot. Well, some of them cannot damage cruisers either. And the one that is the main culprit there is Asashio. Asashio can only torpedo battleships and carriers.
Sorry, I'm taking your thunder here.
No, you're good. You're good. Asashio can only damage carriers and battleships. These deep water torpedoes can only damage cruisers, battleships, and carriers. They can't touch other destroyers.
I gotta turn my thing down.
So this line was added in. Italy looked very similar to Legends with regard to just having a cruiser line. This is the brand new Italian battleship line in early release. So there is currently a campaign going on, which is this. So you have a series of campaigns that yield you, and look at this, we're really close to getting our first Italian battleship container. Those can have our early release, shipping them just like our early release Legends crates. Those would be tech tree ships, and then probably a minuscule chance of dropping one of the premium Italian battleships too. So this is a brand new line going on right now, just hit. Obviously, the ships that were already in the tree were the Roma, and the one of my favorite battleships in the game. Oh, she's not here. She must be in the shop. Which is Giulio Cesare, which is a tier 5. A tier 5 that's so good they threatened to move her to tier 6 because they don't like to nerf anything. So they were going to move. They don't like to nerf any premium, so they were going to move her to tier 6 because she's just too damn good. And I have her on my other account, and one of my US accounts. She's really good. So yeah, so this line's all new. There is the premium in the shop is the Marco Polo. There's a tier 8 Italian battleship in the shop right now that's a premium called the Marco Polo. So this line's new. This line is a freaking nightmare to deal with of European, pan-European destroyers. Some of these are patterned off British ships. Some of them are patterned off American ships, correct, Cody? Because they were probably, I don't know, a couple of them might be like Swedish designs.
No, British and actually Swedish.
Swedish, okay, like Holland and
Later,
Östergötland.
the Scania, the Västerås, the Åland, the Östergötland, and the Holland are all, I believe, Swedish.
I'm part Swedish. I should know this.
I said them all correctly the first time.
That's pretty damn good. This one right here is a freaking beast. The torpedoes are so fast. When you see them, if you're not completely bow into them, you're not going to avoid them. They're not high damage, but they're super fast. Nightmare to deal with, and high rate of fire guns. Friesland high rate of fire guns as well. And there was a 2 million. I'm blanking on what the 2 million free XP ship was. Schmalland. Yeah, Schmalland is like a buff Holland. That is out of the...
Well, the Schmalland had radar.
Yeah. That too. So that's the Pan-European destroyer line. And then Commonwealth is like Australia.
Nope.
And what's the other? Besides the Perth, there's the other... It's not the Chungmu. That's the destroyer. There's a funky, like, it's either Philippine or Taiwanese cruiser that's like the Perth with creeping smoke, engine smoke, similar to the Italian Italian cruisers.
I'm blanking here.
I have it on.
I almost said Nueve de Julio.
No, that's the Boise. That's the Boise.
That's the Boise clone, yeah.
Yeah. Which it's almost, it's exactly the same as the Boise. It's just a reskin. So yeah, so those are all the lines, and then if you look at individual lines, the Japanese line pretty similar, other than obviously the tier compression. We have full 10 tiers, and some ships like Hayate, 2 million free XP, tier 10 destroyer. Otago, been around forever.
The very first premium.
Don't spend 1 million free XP on Azuma, whatever you do. Good God. I want to like that ship more.
So Yusino's so much more worth it.
This is new. Oh no, Alabama. It was cut off. I'm like, my screen was cut off a little bit. Alabama.
Man.
It's like the Alabama
Incest.
and the Texas. This line split happened recently where they split out the U.S. battleship line and added Kansas, Minnesota, and Vermont. And I actually got a free premium out of that, which was the North Dakota, I think. Is that right, Cody? It's the battleship we were saying was at Pearl Harbor. Well, she's in this port, so... Oklahoma, sorry. Oklahoma. So that was a free premium that you could win by grinding the U.S. line split. And I'm sure right now, if you grind out this whole set of Italian missions, there's probably a reward ship at the end. It's not here. It's not here. It's probably in the shop. It might be this one here, the Leone, or that's a DD. No. It's probably somewhere in, let's see. They'd be in the armory, also under campaigns. Where is it? Italian battleships. Oh, I can get free containers in here. I should be paying attention. Okay, got a free Italian battleship container. So there's probably some ship you can unlock in here if you complete all of the missions, ultimately. So let's open that crate for fun.
Streamer's luck.
One dragon flag. It's a commander XP buff. It's a good flag, but only one of them is kind of sad. 2,500 free XP. That's never a bad thing. One dragon flag. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Couple camos. Okay. Regia Marina. That's not a new camo.
But still a great camouflage nonetheless.
Yeah, they have a lot of really cool camos, except for Ocean Soul. Ugliest camo ever. It's like, looks like your ship is in prison stripes. So yeah, that's...
Excuse me, I like that one.
I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it.
I don't know if we can be friends now, Kraken. I don't know about that.
So the other pretty recent thing is they split the high end of the Soviet cruisers. They added the Talon, Riga, and the Petropavlovsk. They took out the old Tier 10 ship and added the Nevsky, which she is now in the shop. You can buy her with coal. Why am I blanking on the old Tier 10? Moskva. And... hey, he wanted to see the lines, dude.
But they're so... those Russian ships are so...
Oh,
so
you mean you're
easy to
snoring on the
play.
Russian ships? The Petropavlovsk is the one that Klee's been playing a lot, which is just really... that's a deadly ship. Here's our heavy cruiser line split.
Oh, look, actual good ships.
These higher tier heavy cruisers are very, very strong. And Albemarle is actually, as I mentioned in the review I did on YouTube of the update, this is a very strong ship statistically on World of Warships PC. And I think it's been performing pretty well in Legends too, in trained hands, right? So that is relatively similar to what we have. France, there hasn't been any line splits recently. I love these ships. I have this ground all the way to the Henri in my main U.S. account or North American account, all the way to Henri, all the way to Republique. Kleber is another fast-firing, fast-moving, top-tier destroyer.
If that thing ever comes to Legends, yeah, it's like don't even play Kaba anymore.
Yeah.
Kleber
Oh,
would be better.
Kava has been so power crept on PC. Hardly anyone plays it anymore because there's so many options. And
Only true masochists would play it.
yeah. So all right. So let's drop in on Scharnhorst. I've not got to play Scharn for a while. So this will show you a big commander difference too between Legends and PC when we do this. Bussy asks, in terms of Legends versus PC, does Legends just follow behind whatever this game puts out? I'd say for the most part, yes. On World of Tanks console, they actually at times would drop a map or a tank into console that wasn't on PC, but we have not seen that happen yet. Cody will be someone to know, and he won't be able to tell you. He'd have to kill you, as would Dark Architect, given that they're both super testers.
I have pleasure doing it.
So that's the thing. It could happen, and it could happen with a map too, but it hasn't happened yet.
Since we just went through tech trees, PC does not have Orkin, do they?
They do, but if it's so that would be.
I didn't see it in the tech tree.
But it's a premium, right? So it's not.
It's a premium.
They're not always
It's
on.
a lightning technically, so probably tier 7.
They're not always available on the tech tree. So the other place you have to check is you have to go into the shop and check. Some are not available all the time. Some rotate out.
Charlemagne, I definitely know is a console exclusive.
Some rotate out. So let's look in the ships menu.
Charlemagne on console has I don't know if you read the buffs there, Vaughn, but she's really good now.
Is she?
Oh yeah, she had her lower extremities thickened to about 32. I think it was like 30 or 32 millimeters. So now she can basically tank anything.
Yes. I don't think it's in the shop right now, and it's not. And ships move on and off the tech tree to be available for free XP. So, Cleve actually got it working to drop out of a container during the holidays for him, free container. So I know he has it on PC. So it does exist. So anyway, just one difference here. When we go into a ship now that doesn't have a commander, okay, this is a big reason why you buy a premium ship on PC. That you wouldn't buy it for that same reason on Legends, and it's because your premium ships allow you to help train up your commanders faster. Yes. Why do I say that? Because a commander in a tech tree ship is a 1-to-1 relationship. Earlier in the stream, I had to train up with a bunch of extra free XP, commander free XP, a commander to activate their skills. When I moved my commander from York, which is now vacant, I'll have to backfill this guy with a brand new commander and grind that back up at tier 7, which is extremely painful with a 0 skill commander or a 3-point commander. Very painful. I'll have to retrain for that ship. But having a premium allows us to do this. Like my commander for Scharnhorst right now is sitting in Bayern. So now, on any given day, I could get my first win bonus in Bayern, and then I could turn around and get my first win bonus in Scharnhorst, and basically I'd get twice the training on that commander in one day. And like on my original account on the North American server, I had the Scharnhorst and I had the Bismarck. So I would have my commander assigned to one tech tree ship, and then I'd get my first win bonus there. Then I'd go play him in Scharnhorst till first win, and I'd go play him in Bismarck till first win. So he'd basically get 3 rounds of training except for just 1, if that makes sense. So now I've got to just assign or recall. I'm not going to assign a new commander. You don't want a commander that lives in a premium ship unless it's so specifically a premium that needs a specific skill set that you'd want to keep it there. Generally, you want them to bounce between your tech tree ships and your ships of the premium quality. So I'm going to recall my commander.
I'm kind of quiet. I'm trying to get my
You're fine.
in for Warships today. I haven't played Warships in like 2 days.
Yeah, no problem. So the Bayern now is empty because I moved that commander from Bayern over to Sharn. So he'll get extra training. He's already played a game in Bayern, now he'll play a game in Scharnhorst.
I have the nice space camouflage on Norland right now.
Oh, cool. So Bussy says, so other nationalities such as these pan-world ones, I want the Avarov. Is that sad of me? Oh, you mean the Avarov's a ship that you know that's not in the game yet?
Oh, the Georgios Avarov? The Greek ship?
Yeah, I mean, as I understand it, there are no Greek ships in the game yet, but doesn't mean there won't be. No. Doesn't mean there won't be, and they basically added these other tech trees. They added Europe and Commonwealth and Pan-Asia to include ships from, the non-powerhouse navies, essentially. So yeah, if they add Greek ships, you'd probably see them slot into Europe. If they add more Australian ships, you'd see them slot into Commonwealth. So That's the place that those ships can go, and just because they're not there now doesn't mean they won't be. And they do listen to the player base, so when ships keep getting asked for on the Discord and on the forum boards, which still exist for PC, the original forum board, they will bring things like that in. But they have to do all the modeling on it and develop that ship, so it takes a decent amount of time. Alright, so Sharn, I believe we're all outfitted with our modules and our commander. So let's load into a game in Sharn. Scharnhorst is one of my favorite ships, but I don't have her on Legends. Talk about cheap, Cody. I've been not wanting to spend 15,000 doubloons for it. I'm just hoping for... Well, it was bundled, right? But you had to buy the Abruzzi. And then the other ship was pretty good, though, that it was with. It was...
Yeah.
What was it? The Sharn, the Abruzzi, and what was the third?
The Leningrad.
Leningrad I like. I have Leningrad on PC, and I like it.
I've yet to actually play it. I've been bad.
Plays similar to Kiev, but it's got a turret that is kind of blocked in the middle that doesn't rotate all the way. So it's a little bit wonky gunnery-wise, but it's still fun. And it's got better torpedoes. I think it has 8-kilometer torpedoes.
Yeah, it's got I've heard it's got 8K torpedoes.
Yeah, so she's fun. Okay.
We've got a Minsk that's wanting to get aggressive, and I'm like, okay, man. I've got a Minsk that wants to get really aggressive. And I'm like, hey, if he's ready to go for it, he's ready to go for it.
You're in a Baltimore?
No, I'm in a New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans, yeah. I like facing destroyers in New Orleans.
Oh, he's smoking me up. Oh, dude, sweet, nice.
Battle starts.
Hell yes.
That HE is brutal in that ship.
Come on now, let's go. Okay, this man dropped me a smoke screen. Like an absolute giga.
That's pretty rare. Alright, so we're a central deployment, and I'm basically going to try to reinforce whichever flank looks weaker in the initial deployment. I don't want to just come and sit in here and wait for something to come. I want to get to one of these flanks and get my guns working. So if this guy here and the Minakaze are going to peel left, I'm going to go ahead and join the force to the right-hand side. We're actually high tier. Yay! We get to shoot at tier 5s.
Anti-aircraft fire support.
Fiji. There's got some cruisers to shoot at. There's a Fiji, a York. But a lot of battleships. We don't have AP that is great at taking out battleships, but we have that 20-second main battery reload, so we can chunk them down. Mahan looks like it might be trying to get a little sporty. Good main battery range on Scharnhorst, though. And great maneuverability. Workable anti-aircraft power. I play her kind of like a fat cruiser. Well, she's thin. She's beautiful. Is Scharnhorst not one of the better looking ships in the game?
You might want to retract that previous statement, sir.
I said one of. I didn't say the best.
No.
No? Really? How can you say that? You're a DD main though, so I get it.
No, she looks no. And honestly, she does look very nice.
She's freaking sleek.
Completely crumbled as well. This is lovely. This is very fun and engaging right now.
You're steamrolling?
No. We're getting.
Getting steamrolled.
Oh yeah, this is not good. Time to load the AP and let's start this thing.
What's that like? That's never happened to me. Never gotten steamrolled before.
Oh, never? Oh, no, then you
Concentrate fire on the designated.
You must be freaking weak. Oh, jeez. I almost laughed.
Let's get a little preview of what it's like fighting against planes. We want to try to bow into them if they're bombers, or if they're bombers, we want to wiggle side to side. If they're torpedo planes, we want to steer straight into them. And if they're rocket planes, we don't want to show them our broadside.
Lovely. There's a Helena knife paying attention 8 kilometers away? Origami, what is this? Origami, please. Sorry, okay.
Hey Hitman, how's it going? Yeah, happy Easter to you. We were, I had to break away from the 10 Commandments. In the US, it takes about 4.5 hours to watch on television because of all the ads in it. But my wife is adamant that every year we watch 10 Commandments, so it's probably more of a US thing, but actually for its day and age, Cecil B. DeMille, very large scale sets, the number of actors is insane, extras, and some of the special effects and sets in that movie, if you enjoy cinema, are way ahead of their time. Okay, we're drawing fire from 5 boats. We need to accelerate a little bit because we've got to deal with the Rangers, torpedo bombers. Good grief. Steer straight into this. We're not going to be able to evade because we didn't have speed up. Hey, I got another drop, Cody. I got another Twitch drop.
Oh, did you now?
Oh, shite. There's a Nelson out here. I'm in a bad position. I got a little too sporty in my Scharnhorst. Being chatty. Come on, guys. Come and support me. Are you streaming today, Hitman, or are you taking the day off? We have the Mayhan. I knew this guy was going to get excited. So we can control click a ship, and that's actually going to target our secondaries on that ship. So if my secondaries start popping off, we know the Mayhan is charging us. Actually, we should be shooting at the cheek of that Nelson, not the belt. And let's just send out some exploratory torpedoes for the Mayhan in case he decides to charge us. Oh my, the carrier is loving us. I'll read your comment in a second, Hitman. Just got a lot of interest in my ship right now from the enemy team. Can't really turn. Let's get fire on the CB while we're here. Okay, they're gonna pass behind the island. Might be time to try to execute a turn. While that Nelson, here comes the DD.
I've been on Atlanta.
Yeah.
I've been in my chocolate Atlanta with 3 low-tier enemy destroyers.
Oh, jeez.
I have RPF on 3
I'm getting 1,000,000% harassed. I pushed too far forward.
Hey, what did you?
That was on me for pushing into that gap. Teammates took the wide route or hung here, so we have an Octrev that is really not getting into the mix. He's trying to get in the mix through the gap here instead of getting up into this spot where he could have driven some of these guys off a little bit. These guys took such a long route around. The Z39 is all the way out on the 10 line. So he's not a threat to these guys, and the I can't even pronounce that now. The Gaffigioli. It's one of the new Italian battleships. He also took the exterior route. So Hitman said you had a nice surprise on last night's stream when your 8-year-old nephew came into the chat to say hi. That's awesome. Very cool. Does he get on Twitch with his dad, or is he familiar with you streaming? Does he like to come on and watch you stream? I don't have any young relatives, and my kids tend to give me a hard time about streaming. It's a rough crowd at home.
You're like, Dad, get good.
My girls are like, oh, that's cringy. You're on Twitch? That's cringy.
You're like, well, kids, you want to then what do you do that's not cringy then?
Well,
So
they do TikTok.
Exactly. That's worse.
They
I
do
feel
TikTok.
That's worse. Oh damn! I don't think there's any destroyers on this flank for me to harass. Damn.
All
I'm the
right.
destroyer, but I sexually identify as a light cruiser. Let me see. I want to play with the destroyers.
Can you see this Strasbourg that I have? I won from the holiday campaign. You gotta check out this camouflage, dude.
Oh my gosh! I'm looking at it. Holy cow!
Is that crazy or what?
What is that?
That's the holiday camouflage for Strasbourg.
The Falcon! No.
And it has a Santa Claus commander. I got these
I saw that.
Santa Claus
That's so
commanders.
cool.
It's pretty crazy. Pretty garish. Oh, let's play so I'll play Oklahoma. Oklahoma's like a shrunk down version of the Kansas. And the other line split. So there was a line split on the US battleships, which we showed a couple times. We'll look at the tech tree, which is the introduction of the Kansas, Minnesota, and Vermont. Long main battery range. Very good AP rounds in the Minnesota and Vermont. Kansas, if you can hit something, has good AP too. They're extremely, extremely slow, like barely over 20 kilometers. So this is the baby version of those ships. Let's give this guy a play. Hitman said, I think his mom put him on. Everyone in chat was then calling me Uncle Hitman all night. That's awesome. That's really cool. There's I don't know if you've seen Pop's Place. He's a PC streamer. He just turned something in his 70s, and he dresses up as Santa Claus every year around the holidays. And he does basically a couple nightly streams where he dresses up as Santa Claus and has the different folks who follow the stream, his subscribers and others, bring their kids on and say hi to him in character as Santa Claus, which is fantastic. And then he actually read Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens this year, the whole thing over 2 nights, I want to say. It was fantastic. I got watching him, and I wound up watching him read A Christmas Carol for 2.5 hours. Just him with his green screen background of him sitting in front of a fireplace. He wasn't in his Santa outfit. But he's Pop's Place. He plays mostly very casually, but he's got a U.S. Navy background, so he has a fun Navy theme, the ship's bell, and announces, welcomes people on deck when they follow on the stream, and a chill guy. But like when people start giving him feedback in stream, he's like, just put your hands down, don't touch the keyboards, I gotta focus and concentrate. He plays a lot of AI mode, which we call co-op on the PC side. And then he does play ranked battles and some standard battles too, but tends to chill more with playing AI and just doing his thing and talking with his community. And it's one thing I absolutely love about World of Warships is that we have diversity in this community. The ages, like Cody, who's a younger gent, but an old soul, loves trains, loves ships, loves the vehicles of World War II. And we've got older folks too. I love the mix of this game. All right. We have good AP when this connects.
Hilarious. Fun. I got a Valquan to get so incredibly thirsty to kill me in Atlanta that my Akatsuki actually realized that he was going to come around the corner, and he got sniped. He got from the Akatsuki.
Nice work.
Right into him too, and it was beautiful.
Nice work.
Oh, that was good. I was like, yes, ate it.
So they introduced this Tier 5 cruiser, a Russian cruiser called the Kotovsky, and man, the thing just explodes if you can hit it. I just barely missed him. So this Oklahoma has, at Tier 5, dude, has a 19.9 kilometer main battery range, and then it has a spotter plane that you can extend it like to 20 and change at Tier 5. The Kansas has like 22 kilometer main battery range, something dumb. Oh, I just hit this Kotovsky for 11K. And he dies. He gets hit by someone else and he dies. So this is the slow dreadnought style Tier 5, but again, the Kansas, the Vermont, and the top tier ship in this branch, they're all slow like this. They all do like 20 knots. Hey, no problem, Hitman. Thanks for stopping in. Have an awesome stream. Happy Easter to you too. Thanks for coming by. If I can catch you later, I will try. If you're on later my time when I'm back up. And I was following you already. I just need to catch you on stream when our hours match up.
The ship is on fire.
Amazing.
Thanks again for coming by.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
Okay, we just hit a Omaha for 7,300. Okay, I'm gonna left click and select the Shenyang. Let's activate our repair party. Again, I'm not gonna use my damage control until I have a second fire. Let's try to eliminate the cruisers first. It's tempting to shoot at the battleships, but we want to eliminate the cruisers and the destroyers first. So the other thing, Cody, that could really be improved on Legends is the crosshairs.
Yes.
You have all these crosshair options on PC. And this one modded one that I use is really, really cool because it gives you numbers on it, and there's actually some really quick math you can do to figure out where you should lead. Okay, we're gonna have to switch off to the destroyer. It's too much of a threat to us. Even though we have AP loaded, we've got enough shells that we can do some serious damage to him.
Look where they do.
Can kill him outright.
The ship is on fire.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Just vomit all over.
We're gonna kite away from the Julio, and we're gonna now try to go back to this Omaha, who's HE spamming us. That's why we turned away from the destroyer. Oh my god, we're really slow. I think I'm gonna eat a torp.
Oh, deep water.
Damn it.
We're hull below the waterline. Flooding quickly.
We killed the DD, which was great, but come on, can someone hit this Omaha?
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Iron Duke, hit the Omaha, man.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, and the other horrendous thing is the main battery reload on this ship is like 40 seconds.
Garbage. Don't even tell me why it's that.
Omaha doesn't realize I have a spotter plane. Watch this. Hello. Watch, he's not moving. There's no smoke. No smoke coming out.
Get done.
Dang it. Dispersion.
Move accordingly.
Get him. Oh, I overpenned him twice.
Serious.
He's down to 667 hit points. Now he's stopped again. He thinks he's safe behind the island. It's classic. If he sits where he is right now, he'll be dead. Let's hold fire. He dead.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Armor.
The ship is on fire.
Brask.
I'm playing a full secondary build Massachusetts right now.
Okay. I've got a DD rushing me now,
Have fun.
but I can turn. I just need to reload here. He's toast. Oh, I just missed him. I shot behind him. He's French. I should have let him more. Okay, killed the DD.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Now I got a Karlsruhe rushing me.
Water returning to ship.
You really want to do that, Karlsruhe? 2 Karlsruhes. You know, Karlsruhes are reasonably hard to citadel.
Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
The thing that's gonna hurt me right now is my main battery reload being so slow.
You try to contest a cap early game.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Come on, guys. I could use any help.
HE loaded kill one of the idiots, then you will. You had to play smart. Or one of you had to play smart at least.
More salvo here. Dang it. Come on, guys.
Come on, team.
I'm not getting any love, any support.
God dang it.
I'm gonna die, but hopefully I kill him.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Oh my, I have 1,000 hit points.
Oh my.
4 kills. Team's not doing too great though. I have 1 heal left. Hey Bussy, appearance is short and sweet. Sorry, just had your breakfast and off to play golf. Very cool, man. Have a great time golfing. I used to golf a lot more often than I do now. Whacking that little ball around. So hey, have a great time. Thank you so much for stopping in. Really appreciate you and Hitman too. It's great playing late here and having kind of my late night US crew and then getting to see you guys in Europe in the morning. In your morning time is really cool. So thank you.
Get wrecked, Albermall. Take the long slung of Massachusetts.
Uh-oh, Julio.
Oh yeah.
Kraken! Kraken unleashed!
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Oh, he's seal clubbing at low tier. Yeah. The man is seal clubbing.
How's my clip guard on my microphone? Did that work?
Golly, man.
Hey, there's an Oklahoma on the other team. He only has 2 kills. What's his problem?
The ship is on fire.
The Julio Cesare is shooting HE at me. That's kind of a crime.
Crime punishable by death.
I am low, pretty low health though. I have no heals left.
Nope, I'm not watching any close to this, buddy. I'm A-okay, buddy. No.
I'm dead. This poor ship, man. I have a hard time winning in it because it's so slow, but I always do pretty well from an individual standpoint. Had to go broadside to these guys over here, including the other Oklahoma, to bow in at the Julio Cesare. I could not show the Julio my broadside or I would have been dead really fast. We'll take a Kraken though.
The thing is, you lost.
I know. I got help from my team in my Scharnhorst game though. So we're 2 wins going on 3 losses. Let's jump back into Bayern. Is the Bayern the ship that I demounted all my flags by accident? Yes. It might have been. I have a camo. Oh, no, it might have been my hipper. Okay. Alright, we're still going to be trying to get our first win bonus here on Bayern. Got to get this ship upgraded, man. Sad Bayern when you're not upgraded. Such a good ship.
That was some bullshit right there if I've ever seen it.
Hey, welcome if you've stopped by and you're in chat. We are typically streaming World of Warships Legends, but I do play both World of Warships Legends and PC. I played PC for 4 years, Legends since Alpha. So tonight we're doing a crossover and playing World of Warships PC on my EU account, which is actually a pretty new account. So Doesn't have that many ships in it. My North American accounts, 2 of them have a lot more ships.
He's a seal clubber.
I am seal clubbing a little bit at tier 5. But hey, I was getting picked on mercilessly in that game.
Yeah, you were getting absolutely just decimated earlier. I get you. I hear you.
So to survive that long to actually get a Kraken in that game was not bad.
No, not bad at all.
So the rub is with World of Warships, like World of Tanks, is you can't cross-play with people on different servers. So I have met some friends in World of Warships PC that I can't play with because I don't have high enough tier ships to play with them. And tonight I got to my first tier 8 tech tree ship on this account. Have multiple tier 10 ships, top tier ships on my North American account. So
dead. Dang it. I had him in about 5 seconds. Dang.
We are on fault line.
That's a dub though. That's a win. That's a win right there for the team.
Okay. There's no domination caps this time. We're just the 2 main bases, so we don't really need to go extremely wide in a push fashion. We just need to really play defense across this center line. In fact, a lot of teams will die by pushing too far too early, but it'd be nice if we just have someone from here peeking in this channel, and we'll support this side based on what the enemy team does deploying over here. Oh, Katovsky. I'm loving shooting at these Katovskys. There's Königsberg. Nuremberg, get back.
Get back!
There's so many people. I mean, Nuremberg's a good ship if it's played properly, but so many people just try to cap with it. This Nuremberg's going straight into 4 ships. You can't do that.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Can't do that and survive.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Get this Prince Idol Friedrich.
Wait, somebody's playing a Prince Out of Friedrich on PC?
Oh yeah, I have one on my North American account. It was a campaign ship over the holiday 2 years ago.
Yes, but the boat is garbage on PC.
It's not a very good ship. It's not strong.
Not like it is on Legends.
Yeah, its AP is really weak. It doesn't have a good fire chance at all on its HE. It's relatively maneuverable, but it's, you know, as a kind of quote-unquote, it's a battle cruiser-esque type of design. It is so weak compared to something like Scharnhorst. And the bummer is, like, to get, like, the higher level stuff in that campaign, you had to play all the campaign ship to unlock that stuff. So I had to play, like, 70 games in it or something to unlock some extra camos or something. It was brutal. Everyone kind of hated that campaign. Or I think it was you had to play the Prince Idol Friedrich to unlock a higher tier free premium in the campaign. I can't remember what ship it was. It was a chore. Why they call it a grind. And now our Eagle's gonna die.
Congratulations, you died.
I'm not being blessed with super strong teams right now. I can't press too far over here because we're going to get bum rushed on that line.
Yeah, I put like my couple of
We only have a Kirov over here to help us. We're going to basically make a U-turn. I'm stronger than any of these ships. Aoba, Devonshire, Katovsky, but I can't outlast 4 of them. Our initial deployment was whack, and now we're just in a
Now your team is leaving the flank that they.
right.
Well, they should have left it a lot earlier.
Well, we had a Nuremberg charge the one line alone and just evaporate.
Yeah, Nuremberg pilots at peak.
It's not the ship; it's the people.
Well, no, peak Nuremberg drivers.
It's a great standoff HE spammer, and it's a great near-in spank cruisers with broadside AP. It's a good destroyer killer, but man, it was fun killing him in arena mode.
No.
It was so fun.
Oh yeah, the Nuremberg in arena on Legends.
It was the highlight of the whole event for me, exploding Nurembergs. So there's the mistake. Our New Mexico tries to solo, not looking at the mini-map, this cluster of 5 ships. How do you think that's going to go? Including a DD. We may not get our win in Bayern tonight.
But hold on, the enemy team has an equal chance to throw harder.
Well, so here's the thing too, right? Again, it's not domination caps. There's nothing in the middle to win, so you don't need to push up beyond the halfway line. You just need to defend our half the map. The team that pushes and dies solo tends to die first, and we've already had our New Mexico and Nuremberg do that on one flank. And then at least one more cruiser do that on the opposite flank. So now really all we can hope to do is maximize our individual contribution in this game and get as much XP out of it as we can. Oh. New York. What's that?
We're waiting to see some damage. Or some contribution.
See, the cruisers are all coming. Man, those splashes, the shell impacts are way upgraded, man. Way upgraded. You were saying the torpedoes. I didn't get a chance to look at them closely. There's too much going on.
The ship is on fire.
But I think all that just got enhanced.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Yeah, this is just a cluster.
All stations
Surprise,
requesting
surprise.
fire on the designated target.
Meanwhile, Devonshire is just setting me on fire.
Enemy cruisers.
New York shooting HE at me.
Problem solved,
Well,
sir.
it is tier 6, tier 5, so. You know what? They're just looking to become your typical Thunderer player.
Well, New York has good AP. Oh my god, look at our Königsberg, just
Dead.
not smart. This guy's sitting still.
Enemy battleship detected.
Not necessarily a strong play. I'm reading his smoke. I watched his smoke start blowing towards the front of the ship. That's how I know his direction. And our other cruiser died on the flank. Oh, golly. Golly, 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 golly.
Yeah, this right here, Vaughn,
Yeah.
is bring up some nasty PTSD right here.
Well, it's going to be a bunch of ships that I can destroy individually very easily, but it's very frustrating when there's like 4 of them shooting at you, right?
Yep.
Of which I have 4. That's something I miss on Legends too, is that you can't really take priority target, you know, ingenious on anything but cruisers too.
Well, it does help. It helps the balance, I feel.
I like having it on just about any ship I'm driving. I like having that warning indicator of how many ships are targeting me.
Yeah.
Okay, Königsberg, you're giving me a good target. Oh!
Enemy heavily damaged.
Enemy heavily damaged. Yeah, shoot at that same
Attention.
guy. Let's focus
Reporting the target
fire.
Position.
Nice.
That was a great battle.
I like after you spank them like that and they keep on the same heading and speed, right? Now we're going to turn back into the Aoba and the Devonshire.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Enemy battleship detected.
Crap. Didn't have
All
the Devonshire
stations reporting the
selected.
position of a strategic
Enemy
target.
cruiser sighted.
Oh,
Those shells are going to fall
The ship
short.
is on fire.
Dude, I must have a lot of potential damage for a low-tier game, because that's all I've been doing is shooting at me now. This Devonshire just is begging to be spanked. It's just sitting still again.
Bracken, your
Yes.
fire looks like...
My fire is impressive.
Yes, it looks mustard.
Oh, does it? Maybe that's just the temperature of the flames. Come on, Aoba, you must die.
Mustard.
Look, die now! Oh!
We destroyed
Hey,
an enemy
you know
cruiser.
what I would do? I would come back with your team, because your team is actually looking to pull this out.
But I think I can. The Devonshire is low health. I think I can push the Devonshire and kill him. And then I just have to work that New York, who's. Oh, he turned out. He ran away.
He did turn out. Yeah, he ran. I think
So
he
now
ran.
I can solo the Devonshire if I can just spot him. Does higher tier.
But just
Does
be
the whole
mindful
upgrade
that
on
you
Byron
probably
get you a plane?
throw torpedoes.
I wonder if the whole upgrade gets me a plane. Come on, Montechiccoli. I just need you to spot his butt. Okay, now he can't see me.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Well, again, this is like, if we just defend this line, we don't need to push in on these guys, right?
Enemy destroyer detected.
The ship is on fire.
That's who's spotting me. Damn it.
Hull breach. We're
That's
taking on
not
water
good.
quickly.
Oh, that's that Vaster ass. You think Montechiccoli is smoking for me, or? Damn it. Where are you, little brat? I'm dead. Frustration. And we had 4 ships throw at the beginning completely.
And like I said, their team threw equally as hard as your team almost did. As your team did.
I mean, I guess technically I could have moved away and made that guy come out, but
Yep.
I just needed him to be spotted. And I guess that wasn't... I wasn't thinking about the DD spotting me. I should have known that his last known position was out on the 1-2 line. And that's who was probably keeping me painted. Well, look at our Congo. Congo taking a conservative position. That's where you get lulled by having like a 20-kilometer main battery range at tier 5. You think you want to play back there, but that's a good option. All right, I've got a couple more left here. You know what? I will jump into my. Oh shoot!
Do it.
You want me to go jump
We
into
all know you
my
want to.
jump into my
To get
NA
out of-
account and play a North Carolina game for you? Yeah. But I've got a.
Hell yes.
I have to spec that. I have to spec that commander. I do have to spec that commander. So let me.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Only. You better do her proud.
I haven't played her for a long time. You know what's wacky about her, right?
Really? Her shells are...
Her main battery is a little bit different.
I think is honestly the okay, like the slowest of all the American battleships, but my God, it's inconsistent.
They hit like a truck.
They do. When they make contact, woo, woo. You better hold on to your ass, boy. You going down today?
So let's pull up the World of Warships wiki while we're loading in. And this is the wiki page where I go to get good suggestions from Sea Raptor, Lord Zap, and company on commander builds. I just don't have the time to figure all this out by going to 10,000 different blog posts and stuff. So we are going to... These ships are all organized by type of ship and by nation, which is really convenient. So we'll go to USA and we will load up the North Carolina. Modules will not have changed. We'll just need to respec our commander because we reset all of our commanders with this commander skill change to basically 0. Oh God, I hate this spaceport. So this is the big hunt, the special event for Easter, and it's similar to what went on at Halloween. It's kind of similar to our space battles, but you have to fight these creatures and other players at the same time. So you see my account here, Cody? Did I lose you? A lot more ships on this account. So we can narrow, this is our mod that allows us to narrow down ships. We just pick a tier, pick a nation. And there is our North Carolina. Where is our commander living? Commander's in the Alabama, I think. Shoot. I recruit an event commander. Okay, I want to say William Franklin is the commander that lives in the North Carolina, typically. Okay. You're not going to make me pay to respec, thankfully. So what the wiki page is telling us... This is our list of skills, and they'll give star ratings for the different skills. So for North Carolina at Tier 1, Consumable Specialist, which is a quicker cooldown, and then Preventive Maintenance gives a buff to your modules, so things like your guns and your gun magazines have more hit points. Secondary batteries, AA mounts. That's AA Gunner. So... let's jump back over. There's also, this is a heavy AP, jack of all trade, or basics of survivability, which is a survivability buff kind of across the board. Expert AA, and fire prevention, expert, which has been popular in battleships for quite a long time. Emergency repair expert, that is a new one. So... all right, for William, let's do, I guess, this consumables specialist. Makes our cooldowns go faster. Is that really the best choice?
Yes, yes, get on with it.
This is what they're recommending. This is consumable specialist. They're recommending the AA Gunner boost. And I think we want this. We want the... oh, that's Adrenaline Rush. We want Adrenaline Rush, don't we? One adrenaline rush and basics of survivability probably would be a good choice. So we're gonna grab that. Whoops, I need to get back on gameplay so you can actually watch what I'm doing, guys. And then in our level 4 skill, emergency repair expert, fire prevention. I'm gonna go fire prevention first. And we have 4 points left. So we could either do preventive maintenance and basics of survivability or emergency repair expert. There's Deadeye.
Ew.
Shouldn't I take Deadeye?
Do it.
Why is the wiki telling me not to take Deadeye?
Because it's trying to get you to not play the meta. Play it.
Alright, let's take Deadeye. Let's try it.
Better do it now.
I mean, I push when I need to push. I'm not going to just sit back the whole game. That's not my style. Okay, so that was a 17-point commander. He was only 2 shy of the old max, which is 19. I hate this port.
Oh yeah, it's the space port.
It's the event port. So let's see. Oh, Toronto is a new. This is the new Italian port. It's pretty cool. You know, they go and they detail all these flippin' buildings, like on that entire backdrop, like in super detail, all the front-facing buildings. Okay, we have all of our modules. Let's just make sure we have. Yep, we've got all of our flags selected.
So good.
I get to run 2 flags on her because I've completed a campaign that lets you run more than 1 flag or collection. Okay. All right, I think we're good to go. I have my own clan too. I renamed my clan the Van Clan. That's sad. It was OPEC. It was the oil perks and something. So dude, if you ever start up a PC account again, I have a bunch of buffs on this North American clan account. It's only me and my alt account, but you get a major boost to XP, to credit earnings, reduces the cost of ships, all kinds of stuff. So if you ever dabble, I mean, it's all there.
I don't know if I could do it again.
Oh, you could.
Not like. I have more fun playing Legends now than I think at the peak. Even when I'm playing, when I'm not even having fun on Legends, I'm still having more fun than I having the worst day on PC.
I getcha. It's more so to me. It's just like, you know, some change of pace. It's like I still am playing the game, but it's like, okay, this feels fresh. You know, it's not the exact same, so that's why I like it.
God, 5 aircraft carriers. Ooh.
I feel like the pressure is on now. I better do good in this game. That's the first time I played this ship in a while. I will be honest. So hopefully I can.
Make it look good.
Northern Lights. This is the winter version. The winter version of the North map. This is a pretty map. The Aurora Borealis.
Damn it, Kraken! Make my love child do good, please. I love that little boat to death.
So you think they'd bring this as a campaign ship at some point, or a bureau ship?
That'd be amazing if it could.
I mean, would it fit the meta of legendary tier?
Oh, I don't know.
It'd be tough.
If any boat was gonna be legendary, it was gonna be Iowa.
Yeah, I think they did it backwards, man. I think it should have been North Carolina as the tier 7, and then Iowa as the legendary, or Montana.
Yeah.
God, why did they do that? I don't like Iowa that much, honestly. Because you know what? This boat turns like a beast. The guns are pretty much, to me, almost as good as Iowa. And she just is so much better at getting in, at knife fighting. She's not so long. You can, you know, angle
that's what North Carolina was so good.
I really loved this ship the first playthrough of this line, and then I got to Iowa.
I wasn't even giving a shit.
It took me forever to finish Iowa because I'm like, God, I love the North Carolina, and Iowa was just not nearly as fun.
NC was the best.
But I guess they figure, oh, well, we've got Massachusetts and we've got Alabama, and they're similar, but it's not the same.
It's not.
And this boat's fast enough. I mean,
NC has that consistent vertical dispersion.
Yeah, otherwise known as Sigma. You should know that it's called Sigma. You're a super tester.
I know, but you know what I mean? Come on, damn it. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I remember when you would take shots at like 16, 17 kilometers, and you see that the Sigma. The Sigma. And you see that thing's flat as a doormat. You're like,
yeah, I mean, I just shot at 16, 17 kilometers, and the grouping was really tight. Where are you going, Shores? You don't want to go. Uh-oh. NC versus NC violence.
This is going to get very kinky.
But look at that. Dip, dodge, duck, and dodge.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Whapped him for 86. Plunging fire, baby! Plunging fire. That's what this ship has, too. You can Citadel the German battleships pretty regularly in this boat because the plunging fire goes through the deck and hits the turtleback flat.
I've Citadel or Montana.
And you can shoot over stuff.
It's the arcs that get.
Oh! Are you watching? Oh! I just whapped that New Orleans for 20 grand, dude. Behind an island. Look at me! 2 salvos, 35,000. I'm infallible, young fella.
Damn it.
Okay, someone killed my New Orleans. That was my New Orleans. Okay, see, I've already remembered how fun this freaking ship is.
Yeah.
It needs to be on Legends.
I'm a firm believer, if anybody who played PC and they never liked NC, it's like,
yeah, then they just...
Did you not, like,
Watch this. This Ashigara is deciding to slow down. Oh, I'm gonna barely miss him. Oh, no, I hit him at least.
From North Carolina. Like, she's basically like a super heavy cruiser. Like, the shells are they're almost cruiser levels of harder.
Well, and she has the mobility.
Crazy shit with that.
She has the mobility of a super cruiser and better shells than a super cruiser.
You can't go wrong there. It's like, I had a buddy who I'm not in contact anymore with, but he hated the NC.
Really?
I never understood why do you not like it. Because him and I could div up, and I just wiped the floor.
I think the only reason is that some people just don't adjust to the shell arcs. That's all, right? That's the only reason that you could say you don't like it.
He didn't even like it when he got in close or medium range. I just don't like it.
All stations,
Like
concentrate
this,
fire on the target.
I don't know.
Exactly. The NC, if Wargaming was to make it a premium, it'd be super popular. And if you just take that, tier 8, North Carolina, and you either, I don't know, make the Washington or sister ship, and make that a premium, and the same thing should be popular because she's got the maneuverability.
How about we just start a Discord campaign?
a Discord campaign to get North Carolina into
Yes.
Legends?
Yes. Popular demand. The people,
should try that.
the people have spoken.
Damn it! And
No,
want
we
North
are the
Carolina.
people. We represent the people, right?
We represent you and I. Solo.
We the people, in order to
We-
form a more
we
perfect
represent
union.
The entirety of the Legends community.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! All the happy memories of playing North Carolina.
I'm on track to be a community contributor in 2030.
There you
You're
go.
a super tester. Get Dark Architect on board.
But
Froggy.
But the thing is, I don't think he's ever played PC.
John?
He doesn't know. I don't think he knows how magical North Carolina was.
I want to say he said he has a PC account, but okay. Now I can kite because you can kite in this boat.
Now you're in a great spot there.
I just whapped that Bismarck for 17,000.
Yeah, I saw that. Ooh.
And looky here. Oh no, that's Synop. My guns need to turn.
Ermagerd.
I lost it. All
There's
right.
a Sin OP.
I've got to turn my guns on that Synop though. Oh, and by the way, the AA is pretty good on this ship too. Don't fly your damn planes in my no-fly
It's
zone.
American. I remember when that thing was in a three-way tie. The Island and Montana were the best AA in the game.
It's like a freaking no-fly zone.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Those are the days, man. God, when it was America, Japan, and Germany.
Attention.
Yeah.
Reporting the
Beautiful.
target position.
This game was so special.
That
It was
was
such a different animal back then.
the beginning.
All three of those nations, every single one of their ship lines, their DDs, their cruisers, and their battleships, all played differently.
Yeah.
Now, you either have crippling over-specialization ships now, and it's just not fun anymore.
Right.
Like, it's so often that a lot of these new lines get blurred together, and they're just made to be normal and run.
It's true. It's harder to maintain the uniqueness. And secondly, you know, they keep wanting to add something that's going to satisfy the masses for something new and more powerful. So power creep happens, but like this boat, I don't think power creep has been a huge issue, honestly.
Well, no. If anything, that's the way that boat's armor scheme is how every single battleship should have been modeled after.
Right.
Front super tanky, side super vulnerable, and it teaches the player how to play battleship effectively. But the thing is, the sides, if you angle correctly, are just as tanky.
Right. And the fact is, to me, it's like as a cruiser player, right? My main goal is to always be turning and always be changing the firing solution of the enemy player. So he just does not get to look at one look that stays consistent. So the thing I love about a boat like this versus Iowa is that she's shorter and she's maneuverable. And Massachusetts is the same way, in Alabama to a degree, though I think I want to say the rudder is slightly better, is that you can keep presenting that complicated firing solution, but at this and then, you know, close back in, close that angle back up to make it neat when you're getting fired at to angle up and use your armor scheme.
I still feel North Carolina was still. I felt more comfortable trying to kite away in a situation from about 15, 16 kilometers away on a battleship. I felt more comfortable when I got angled. I could just hear the ting 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 of the shells.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or sometimes I feel like in the Bama the Bama. I had the Bama on.
I have Bama.
Or did I have the? I think I had both the South Dakotas.
Dude, check
I
this
felt like-
out.
I
Look,
felt like it was either a hit or a miss. Either I was.
you
gonna
see all
be
these
there.
flashes on the ship now? That never
Yeah, I
used
saw
to be
it.
modeled
I
that
heard
way.
I heard about this. Was the visual?
Yeah. And I think that's what you saw on torpedoes, was new torpedo modeling.
Oh, please, flop that guy for me.
Is he turning?
Yes,
No. He's not turning a lot. Dang, I played him to turn more. Ooh, got an aircraft carrier. Ooh, do I have a spotter plane? Yes, I do.
do it.
I don't need it though yet. I don't need it right now.
Broadside.
Yeah, gotta shoot the broadside target, huh? So see this nomogram? So the top line is a ship traveling at 30 kilometers, 30 knots. The bottom line is if they're shooting at 20 knots, and then you compare that to the flight time here. So this would be 11 at 20 knots or 11 at 30 knots. So that's how this particular gun sight works. If they're going 30 knots, which this guy is, I take 10 seconds and I lead him here. If he's only going 20 knots, I take 10 seconds of flight time and I line it up on that mark. Does that make sense? It's easier to show you if they're going completely broadside.
Yeah. Well, I get it. I mean, I understand it. It's just timing. It's the timing of everything.
Well, this is basically your flight time is here, and then this shows you the amount of lead you need for the shell to fly that distance and hit the target, traveling straight across the gun sight.
Yeah.
All right. He's evaded me too much. I'm not really worried about the planes hitting me.
Battleship sunk.
Come to me, Shukaku. Okay. So like here, his wake is not very strong right now and not a lot of smoke, so he's going kind of slow. So I'd say he's going no more than 20 knots. So I use the bottom line and I aim, see the 10 on the bottom? I aim that over his hull, and that's the flight time. It should take 10.2 seconds to get there, right here, based on a 20 knot speed. Now watch. Flap. Look at that. See? So I aimed at him going 20 knots. 10 seconds of flight time is right here. That's how you lead with this nomogram gun sight. And it's just money. And then the upper row is if they're going 30 knots.
North Carolina.
Am I doing okay? Am I doing okay, Coach?
I miss her. I miss her so much.
Am I doing okay, Coach?
Yes, yes.
You told me I had to do you
you're
right.
Doing just fine, Little Billy.
Had to do you right.
Making me cry a little bit. Oh crap, my computer. Charge.
We got the Chicago running to A1. Oh, game ended. No.
He's like, I gotta go to Two Brothers.
That's not fair. He was dead on that salvo. Uh-oh. Hopefully we're not locked up here. There it is.
Uh-oh. Well, leave it to Wargaming for the servers crash.
Okay, look at the results screen. Hey, X40, how are you, man? Doing a little crossover tonight, playing some World of Warships PC. I started out on my EU account, which doesn't have many ships, and Cody is on Discord with me. You've been wiped out, and he's playing on Legends right now. He doesn't have a current World of Warships PC account. But he's been bugging me all night to play North Carolina, and we just had a pretty rocking game in North Carolina. 125,000 damage. Got a kill.
Suddenly reminded me how much I missed that boat, Kraken.
Yeah. Damn good boat.
The love child.
But it's going well. How about yourself? I can't complain about life in general. Only dumb thing I did today was I had a soccer game to coach, and I haven't been the head coach of a game for a while, and I drove to the completely wrong end of the city, saw the field number, and thought, oh, that's the field number where we normally play, and it was on the exact opposite side of the valley, and I just booked and drove like I was in California. I got there 15 minutes early, but someone had been injured in the game before us, so I wound up being just fine time-wise, but I completely panicked and almost hyperventilated, like, oh my god. Thankfully one of the other coaches was on his way already, but man, that was embarrassing. So had a good day. We wound up winning 4-0 and against a team we don't normally beat. Hey, have you seen Anchorage, Cody? You want to talk about a sweet camo if you like the Pacific Northwest, which I do.
The Anchorage camo. That's really nice.
Isn't it cool? And all the sailors on the deck.
Yep.
Here's a trivia question for you from back in the day. Do you know what animated sailor used to dance around on the deck of a ship?
Steven Seagal.
Yes, on the Missouri.
I remember that.
In a chef outfit.
Yes, he did.
And I have never seen that movie, by the way. Was that Under Siege?
Oh, I don't remember. I've seen it either.
I think it's Under
I
Siege.
just remember that. I just remember Steven Seagal's lines were so pitifully bad.
Dude, he was the best. He sounded like he was like on a really big dose of sedatives or like Benadryl. The best. Dude, was this? Fire alarm. Like, crack me up. I'm so bummed I didn't sample that, so I couldn't use it
into his lines.
in like my YouTube videos and stuff. Fire alarm. I've got to find someone who sampled that. His past sexual harassment allegations followed him and got him booted out of World of Warships. X40 says, awesome to hear, doing well. Took a mini break from playing due to other things to do. Totally
here's your own self-promotion.
understandable. Right, played last night for the first time in 2 weeks. 16 games, 13-3. What?
Dang.
Nice. That's a great night to come back on, taking 2 weeks off and then going 13-3. I did that a couple weeks ago. I had 2 nights where I think I was 26-4 over 2 nights. And then the 2 weeks after that have been much more difficult. So yeah, there is my Twitch drops, dude. I'm watching my own stream, and this is the account that they're linked to. So I'm getting Twitch drops, watching myself play.
I swear, if you get a ship, I swear.
I don't think you can get a... Let's do this. We'll do try your luck containers, which I don't normally do. So you know what that is?
Oh, I know what that is. Oh, yeah.
It's a slightly higher chance of getting something like a super container or a ship.
Nope.
No, but most of the time you just get less stuff. Oh, you were division. Well, yeah, but still, going 13-3 division is not a sure thing lately on weekends. I've had a hard time getting that kind of record of late on weekends, so. But when you're division, that makes it even more fun. What? Oh, that's Lunar New Year crate?
No kidding.
Yep. I don't even know. I must have got that from watching Twitch, too. There's another one.
I must have got that somewhere.
250 doubloons! Woo! Look at that, baby. Free money. Cody, do you division with Aaron sometimes?
Captain.
Do you division with Aaron ever on stream? X40 was asking in the chat.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, man. I'm PlayStation. I'm PlayStation guy.
Okay, Cody is PlayStation, but he's been streaming quite a bit lately. Actually, let me
Well, yeah, I have. I haven't had to worry about classes like consuming my soul. My last class here, the teacher's like super chill. He wants everything. He wants everything turned in on the last day of school.
That's Cody's linked X40 and high energy, fun person to watch. Only thing I give him a hard time about is he used to say how if you watched his stream, you're guaranteed to see a lot of crazy hijinks, which I think is great language usage from someone so young as him, but he doesn't do that anymore. He doesn't do hijinks anymore. Or you just do it, but you don't talk about it.
I do it. I do talk about it.
You don't brag about it.
Oh, that too.
So check this port out. This is kind of sweet. The Italian event got your armor, suits of armor, and then check it out. You've got the rideable torpedo.
The frogman.
Yeah.
The frogman.
That's pretty awesome.
Italian special forces used that to plant explosives on a couple of the Queen Elizabeth's battleships.
And to steer around torpedo nets and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is the steering mechanism. So yeah, if you enjoy crazy hijinks, then you will guaranteed enjoy Cody's stream. So drop him a follow.
If it's like not to promote myself, but if you want to see some person having fun in a wargaming title, then yeah, you should come watch
do.
me. I do the dumbest things, and I might throw games, but you know what? I'm having fun myself, and everybody else is having fun.
But you're also a good player, and you do like to say, "Get off me, nerd."
Yeah.
So check out the ships that are on this account, you guys. So I have like a lot of the greatest hits ships on this account that you just can't get easily anymore. This is my original World of Warships account that's going on 5 years old. Joined shortly after the beta. I've actually played a few games in the beta, but didn't stick with it. Cool. Yeah, you'll enjoy Cody's streams, man. He's fun to watch.
Oh well, man, I appreciate that.
He just dropped you a follow, so.
I'm not here fishing for followers.
No, I'm giving you I'm helping you get a follow.
Oh,
So
I know.
okay, here's what we have. We have Kamikaze, we have Musashi. In the premiums, we have the Anchorage, which I ground in the dockyard this last year, and there she is. This is why I'm not panicking about getting this ship on Legends, honestly, because I just feel like I've got the boat already. Just the classic camo scheme is fantastic. The original historical camo. That's Missouri. And we could play a game Missouri just to see the kooky earnings. I probably won't play her as well as I just played North Carolina, because I prefer North Carolina.
New Orleans. Get out of here.
I like New Orleans too.
I was just driving.
Nikolai. This ship I got in a Santa crate.
So clever. You absolute whale.
Could got that out of a Santa crate drop. Oh, here's Leningrad, dude. She's a sweet looking little ship, and she's fun. Talon I've been grinding on this account. Koenig Albert. Have you seen this ship?
Yeah, this basically a stock or a historically accurate Kaiser.
Yes, at tier 3 with the wing turrets. I guess they're not wing. Offset wing turrets. Offset wing turrets. This boat is fun, really fun. Like you angle one way and fire with one wing turret, and then you angle the other and fire off the other wing turret. Kawachi has that same configuration, right? In the Japanese DDs or DDs, BBs. She's super fun.
The Kawachi doesn't have that, or does she? Did she?
So Kawachi has wing turrets. So X40's asking about Suzuya, so let's talk about that in 1 second. Let me find Kawachi. I don't know why I want to find Kawachi.
Suzuya?
Suzuya, isn't that the new ship?
Mm-hmm, it is a new ship.
So I'll show you my Mogami.
I mean, I can talk about. I can't say what happened in the testing, but
right.
I mean, I can say.
Well, let's look at my Japanese set on this. So, dude, first of all, I have all these ARP ships that they were charging $35 a pop for these things. And back in the first year I was playing the game, I had no idea what ARP was as far as anime goes. But every time you hit a certain level, you got like multiple of these clones. Like 3 of them for each mission set. I didn't make it all the way the Atago clone, unfortunately, but I got all the way through tier 7. They were selling each one of these stinking ships for $35. But let's find Mogami. So getting to X40's question. So I've always played Mogami in this configuration, which you have an option on Mogami to either play the 203s, which is the Mogami we have on Legends, or you have the option to leave it set at the 155s, which is the stock configuration, but the lot more fun configuration in my mind. Which she's slower rate of fire than a Cleveland, but she has the 15 barrels. She's pretty close, and she's got a better fire chance than Cleveland. And she obviously has awesome torpedoes. So the trade-off is very workable, and she has better concealment than Cleveland does. She can actually store stealth torp. So this is her configuration. I might play around in Mogami. I may get completely derped out in it. I got a couple more games left, maybe Mogami and something like Musashi. Musashi is fun too.
I head to bed. I'm getting tired myself.
So maybe
But
I'll finish
I was gonna
up.
say, Kraken.
Yeah.
I put up my very first ever YouTube video today.
You did?
Thanks,
Good job.
Roger.
I'll go by and check that out.
Yeah.
Congrats. What's hard is they're a lot more work than anyone thinks. And to post regularly takes a lot of work. I've had a bit of a gap. Dude, X40, if you like the 203s...
X40, I'm telling you right now, if you like the Mogami, if you like the way that boat handles, you'll feel right at home with Suzuya.
Yeah.
She's great. It's basically like having a Helena.
Right. And I love Helena too. That's a ship I really like. Oh, Huang He.
Helena with torpedoes.
That's the ship I was thinking about earlier, Cody. The other Commonwealth ship is the Huang He, which people call the Huang Mei. Meh.
Oh, I would have never noticed that. I've never seen that boat before.
It's a creeping smoke cruiser similar to the Perth.
Perth?
Yeah, kind of Perth-ish. Let's play Missouri for giggles.
Mogameme, do it.
Oh, but none of these ships are commander spec'd. I didn't redo all my commanders since the commander reset, but basically, what did we just do? We do the same skills for this that we did for North Carolina, pretty much, right? We took this emergency repair specialist.
The best.
We took AA boost. Oh, and I've got a commander. So John Doe is a special event commander. He's got some buffs. So like, do you see this, Cody, where there's stars on these?
Yeah.
That means he has a passive buff already. On that skill. We're going to take basics of survivability. We're going to take fire prevention. We're going to take adrenaline rush. This was a full 19-point commander. Let's take grease the gears. Main battery. And let's go ahead and take, Deadeye, right?
Yeah, because
Deadeye Master Race.
The meta it's the meta.
So anyway, X40, if you like Mogami, like Cody's saying, and how she handles, I think you're going to find having that faster reload and having the ability to just really spam people to death is just a fun and different way to play Mogami that I think you'll be pleasantly surprised about and you will enjoy. Also, if you like the base way the ship plays.
I also like the Suzuya's camouflage scheme.
Yeah, I like what I saw in the video. Okay, this might be my last battle. Let's just call
Yeah,
this.
I'm getting tired, dude.
Okay, all right. What, you can't hang with me? I thought I'm the old man.
You are, but I feel old too.
So, X40, that is the trade-off, right? When you only have 155 millimeter guns, your AP is not going to be as strong, but if you're close in enough, if you're 10 kilometers or closer, you're still going to be able to citadel, and you're still going to be able to punish cruisers.
At that range, your AP will still be very consistent.
Yeah, and you might get less overpens, actually. Yeah, more similar to Boise, exactly, from an AP dynamics, though. Yeah,
I can't say quite yet. Still.
Yeah, I'd say in that realm, would make sense.
This conversation with you guys.
I know.
Gosh dang it. Ugh.
Cody's
You know
a
how
super
hard it is
tester
to be an
X40,
ST
so he's
and to
been
not
able
spill the
to
beans?
he's been able to test the ship. So
God,
I'm
man,
super
it
excited about
sucks.
it because I love Mogami, and I just was always thinking it'd be really cool to have the 155 Mogami option, given that the way Legends is set up, it's set up like console tanks that you only have one set of upgrades you can do. that's been the advantage of World of Tanks PC and World of Warships PC, is that you've got these different mix and match combinations of modules that you can take. So the fact that they're giving us that option through a secondary ship for me, and I like the IJN cruiser line in general, I'm really excited about it.
Vaughn, I knew the moment when I got the message from the ST saying that, and I was thinking, or about the boat, I was like, oh.
Well, because those ships kite. Those ships kite as well as any ship out there.
All I know is that I'm gonna be there when it gets announced. When the next time he streams, he's gonna lose his mind.
It's one of the few ships where I've gotten, even on Legends, like I've gotten a few Xbox messages where like 3 battleships were pursuing me to the edge of the map, and I was able to kite 3 battleships and burn 2 down and torp another, where I got like, not hacker messages, but wow, man, you played that really well. I can't believe that you were able to survive that situation. So
I mean, I've got a couple of those before.
If you like the IJN line from T5 to T7, it's just going to give you a whole nother fun option to play.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, I love getting chased in those ships, and the fact that you have. So Mogami has 10-kilometer torpedoes, right?
Yes.
So this ship has 11 kilometers, which I know it's only a kilometer, but still, a kilometer is a kilometer. So,
yes.
So that's another bonus. I'm assuming, I'm not going to ask Cody the question, but I'm assuming the torpedo launch configuration is going to be similar to what Mogami will be. So, all around, super excited about that.
Hold on. Did they not showcase the torpedo angles on the video?
I don't remember if they showed the angles. They did show that the.
I'm gonna look really quickly.
They might have. They might have. Well, I showed that video on stream last night because I was excited about it.
Okay, let me actually watch the video right now. I'm gonna keep it quiet though.
Okay, so let me derp out in Missouri and show you that you can still get good credit ratings. I'm not nearly as big a fan of Missouri and Iowa as I am of North Carolina. I'm getting better at Montana, which is basically this ship with another turret in the back. And a little bit longer. Hotspot.
Good luck and fair seas.
You know, this would be a fun map to get on Legends, dude. I like this map. Has this really interesting cap here at sea where there's a ton of close range battles. You can get in here with cruisers, tons of destroyer duels in here. The middle's open, and then this cap, there's lots of interesting dynamics with these 3 islands. This is a fun map, and I'd be really excited to see this map come to Legends.
It's a good map.
Oh yeah,
yes. Oh yes. They did show. Okay, they kind of showed the torpedo angles.
Did they change them substantially then, or are they pretty similar looking?
Well, I'm gonna let you be the judge.
Because you're basically slightly past halfway going forward, and then almost all the way back, right? So
that's what I thought I saw the first time when I watched this.
Which is what X40 is saying.
I had tested this already.
The area denial opportunity with those torpedoes, especially since you don't have to wiggle that far back to the opposite side to get the second batch of torpedoes off.
I'm gonna send this to you on Discord so you can see.
Okay. So it's 4x4. I think it's 4x4 X40. And I love that, sending out basically overlapping sets of 8 torpedoes at people chasing. It's fantastic.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Enemy warship.
Well, we got top tier. We're up going against tier 7s, which doesn't suck.
You have gotten really lucky these last couple of games of being top tier. You know?
Yep. I'll take it.
Very lucky.
Attention.
There you go.
Reporting the target
Well, I
position.
made it pay off. Thank you. I made it pay off in the North Carolina. This Fiji is living dangerously. He's gonna show me broadside. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. One Citadel.
Heavily damaged.
One is 13,500.
All stations.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
I
an
already
American
signaled that.
piercing
Hit
shell
that.
coming through.
Hit that guy.
It's an American piercing shell.
Super heavy. Oh my God! What is he doing? Oh, he's
On
dead.
radar. I'm being useful. Dead.
He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Uh-oh. Look at their...
Look forward to playing it in a couple of years.
Look at their Missouri. Oh, don't eat a torp. I have to accelerate to not eat a torp.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it would be nice eventually to play the Missouri. To be honest with you, it would be nice eventually.
For if you don't have the option here to play it, I can totally understand the desire to go earn the steel for it. So I get it, but I don't have that worry. You know, I'm not feeling that FOMO.
That radar though.
Yeah, it's situationally quite helpful.
For a battleship that's not Russian.
Right.
Wing Petropavlovsk.
And it's rare. And look at our main battery range is pretty insane, 23.4 kilometers.
It's perfect.
Okay, see this guy? He's probably going 30 kilometers. I want to line up the 14 on the top line. See this 14? That matches the flight time here. Now let's watch how that does.
Cheating. Wait a minute.
It's not cheating.
Destroyer detected.
It's still going to be a little bit behind him. When you get really high ranges, it wonks out a little bit.
That's how it's done.
But that's generally how that gun sight works. That means that that ship can go faster than 30 knots, which it was doing. X40 says, I look forward to playing Missouri in a couple years. They're going to have to tweak the steel earnings rates for sure, I think.
It would be nice.
Looks like we eliminated... Oh, there's a Marco Polo in this match.
Oh look, completely underwhelming Italian battleship.
I haven't
16
heard...
sat.
It's like one of the streamers I watch on PC was saying it's like half the people like it, half hate it. The Marco Polo, I think.
Enemy battleship sighted.
We're gonna acknowledge that. No, I'm not killing myself for it either, X40. But again, I hope they'll realize that they're just not really giving people the chance to earn steel fast enough without going to stupid.
Without having to grind their life away.
Stupid
Enemy
requirements.
cruiser detected.
Yeah. Come on, guys, let's hit the Missouri.
That's radar! Shoot him!
Shoot.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Flight time. Damn it. It's pretty far off. Okay, guys, I'm gonna keep
All
signaling to hit
stations
that guy.
requesting fire on the designated target.
It's probably going about 25 knots. I am out of practice on using this, but that should be about midships.
Alright, we'll watch this.
That should be about midships, just whether I aim the right, high or low. Dude, it's like magic, I'm telling you.
Battleship destroyed.
Oh.
That was how far? 22 kilometers, right? So you play this and then you go, I want that crosshair on Legends, right? Oh, shoot. Torque that up.
The ship is on fire.
I got one hit on him.
All stations.
I don't want to
requesting
push here,
fire on the
right? I'm
designated
gonna hold.
target.
Yep.
What the heck's coming around that? What the heck's coming around that corner?
We want to go for Mr. Taco Sauce.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Uh-oh. 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 84.
Dead.
The shell grouping on this boat is pretty good. But it's basically Iowa guns with a slight buff, I think. So now again, I have 12-kilometer flight time with a slow ship. I'm aiming right about here, gauging that he's on an angle. So let's see how that works. Should be right about here. Hello?
Enemy battleship sunk.
Believe me?
How the hell is that not cheating?
Well, you still have the dynamic gun sight that you can choose anyway that has markings on it and numbers. You just have to do a little bit different of a scale in your head.
Yeah.
This one it's modded. It's easier to use in my opinion. Notsir did a big video on it. It was like, here's how you use the distance ranging on this. And I'm finding it just awesome. I hope Marco Polo doesn't have torpedoes or something. I'm pushing his butt. I don't
He
have.
doesn't.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Marco Polo. Dead.
Decent battle.
Marco.
All stations,
Well,
concentrate
treat
fire
it,
on the
I
target.
would treat it as a Russian battleship.
Shay. Go, oh, ouch. Go for the cheek. Cheek or superstructure?
Superstructure. Or
Try the cheek. Wow, cheek didn't work.
Exactly. It's Russian. It's secretly Russian.
It's the very southern tip of Russia.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah.
Dude, even those secondaries that fall short, look at those
Splashes.
splashes. It's crazy.
The art department is big.
How about this? Oh, 13,000. Thank you, Sensei. Uh-oh, here comes the Iowa. Get the Iowa with my back turret.
Do it.
No DD around, right?
I haven't seen it.
Don't go to sleep. It's the last game.
I know that. I'm trying not to.
You're my good luck charm. Okay, the Iowa's dead. So this little mod here is cool. It shows you what your anti-aircraft bubble distances are and your 7-kilometer. X40 says, when I spend money in the game, appreciate that any ship can kill any other ship. Player ultimately decides. That's a good thing about Legends, I don't think, and PC, that I just don't think there's any pay-to-win ships that are absolutely pay-to-win, in my personal opinion.
Belfast.
It can be countered, though. I mean, there were tanks in World of Tanks that were just like really impossible to pen from the front, or
Yeah, like that Object 279 or something like that.
yeah, and it's just there was stupid stuff in the.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen that level in ships. Oh damn.
Well, I think if anything, not Petro.
Petra's been pretty strong. That's a tech tree ship.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You don't have to buy it.
It's a tech tree ship.
What's that JB doing? So see this? Now you can see their angle when they're behind an island. Some people come on stream and say you're a cheater. I've seen other streamers get called out for using this navigator big, but if you're a casual, I don't have a problem with it. Okay, York. York! He's gonna angle away. I'm gonna aim a little bit above him.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
So I should probably bow into the Jean Bart here shortly, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and the Flandre. Used on my
The ship is on
heels.
fire.
His angle.
How is he so broadside and still getting away with it?
Wow.
Oh, never mind, not anymore.
How did I not
How did you not wipe him off the face?
I just want to say that that's what I was thinking, especially at like a 3/4 angle. Where are the freaking DDs too, by the way?
They haven't really quite made their presence known this game, or it just hasn't seemed to be.
Come on, this one should, right?
Problem solved,
Should.
sir.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, 3
Nope.
bounces. Oh, it's Kitakazi. Damn it.
Our victory is in sight.
Ooh, scoreboard-wise, I need to stay alive, but
Okay, yeah, he brings up a good point. Kamikaze being a little pay to win. Yeah.
yes, that's probably true. X40.
That one.
It's one of the
probably
first
is the most
ships that
pay to
got taken out of the shop.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. The ship is on fire.
We have 2 Missouris on our team.
win. Devil no radar coverage.
Our victory is in sight.
Have just been overpenning him. Come on. Goodness. It's not
He's
good
kiting
having.
the hell out of you there.
I know. Well, York can do that, man.
York definitely can do that. If anything, if I were you, I would just start opening up the distance between him and you.
Well,
But then you have that Jean Bart there.
we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. I'm just gonna try to get some damage on the flange.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Well,
Dang it.
I mean, didn't have a bad damage game. I did not get lucky when I hit that York twice when he was angled. I just needed 1 Citadel and he was done.
So yeah, check out that photo I sent you. That game's basically over.
Me.
So you and X40 can
Check it out.
Can draw your own conclusions. Yes.
Okay, let me get the monitor 2 pulled up. Can you see it? Tell me
I
if you
see
can see the picture on stream. Yeah.
That's definitely the rear of the boat.
The other Missouri in my game was all complaining that he wasn't getting any support. Was I like working or was I just like floating around? I mean,
It depends.
no.
I
So-
mean, you face hugged the hell out of that Marco Polo. Where was he at?
Yeah, he was down below A, and then went into A.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, is this the back? This is the back of the ship, right? Yeah.
Well, typically all the Mogamis
Yeah.
have their torpedoes in the rear.
So this looks pretty similar to me. It looks slightly past halfway forward, and then this arc probably extends pretty far back aft. And then
Because I'm not gonna say yes and I'm not gonna say no. I'm just gonna let you.
yeah, no, on the next 40 it said 4x4, so that's a 4x2. So I'd say it looks pretty close. I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be pretty close to Mogami, except for the main battery and the torpedo distance, and probably a few other soft things.
Soft differences.
All right, so let's see what we did resource-wise for that game. So we got 110,000 damage, 2 kills. That gave us 571,000 credits without any crazy amount of credit boosters applied. And that was in a loss, right?
That was in the fattest of L's.
So, dude, I was right up there with you. Our Lion didn't do all that well. And look at our Fletcher. So that's a game changer, right? Basically that. Yeah, X40, I'm not a big Japanese DD player either, but I did buy the Firepower Deluxe pack to get my hands on the Kamikaze because I had fun playing it actually in Airstrike. Going and torpedoing all the Texases in Airstrike, that didn't get very old. All right, well, I think we're going to call that a wrap. I'm pretty wiped. Long and crazy day.
Haha, got it.
Did you get that pun? So there you go. Hey, the highlight of the night was this. You see that?
That's my baby right
Highlight.
there.
North Carolina, topping the table.
Gosh, dang it.
That was fun. That was a really fun game.
I missed that boat, damn it. I'm gonna cry now. Gosh,
a two-tier spread does
cry.
Two-tiered matchmaking spread does not get old when you're top tier either. So, yeah. I mean, I just don't prefer the body and the length of these ships as much as I like North Carolina, and I actually play Alabama pretty well on PC too. Yeah, X40. I will tell Cody that. X40 says he appreciated your input, Cody. So, hey, it's
well, it's just you know what? I'm still so new to the Super Test program. I mean I know Froggy and them. Froggy can talk about stuff and not get in trouble with NDA.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out what I can even say right now.
And you're always better at that point, saying a little less.
Within a year, I'll probably loosen up and like start bantering about things that I can banter about, but not get in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Look at all the sailing ships in this port. Pretty neat. Yeah, as X40 said, better to be safe than sorry. There? What's that?
Is that a permanent camouflage?
I don't think I bought perma camo. I mean, I've entertained it on this ship.
It looks really nice.
It's pretty cool. I think it's just well, so here's the deal is that when you've played through these different collections, so there's events like grinding campaigns, and there's collections, and you collect these different tokens. Have a good night, X40. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You collect these tokens out of the crates now, and when you collect a full series of tokens in a collection, you get these alternative camo scheme options. So you can take the base camos, but you can change the colors, which is pretty damn cool. So, I don't even know. Oh, that's a boost camo. That's Hunter. I love this camo. The Hunter camo.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
So,
or how we all used to call in the beginning of Legends the Atlantic camouflage.
Yeah, it's similar to the
wasn't it called
camos.
Atlantic for us for a hot second or two?
It might have been, but I think this one's been Hunter for quite a while. There might have been another one called Atlantic. So, but if you look, one last thing before we jump out. Not the campaigns tab. Oh shoot, I'm not even running any campaigns. What an idiot. It's under profile, collections. See these? You have different collections, and you collect these tokens. And like a lot of these, these collections, they unlock alternative camouflage schemes. So it's pretty cool. And then the holiday missions, also when it's over the holidays, typically there's free camo unlocks. Or you get the whole ship and you get a perma camo for it too. Like I may have gotten New York on that EU account with a perma camo, which is kind of cool. You know, but it's a not as good as a full premium, but it's still a buffed tech tree ship with a camo that would cost you 1,000 doubloons or something.
Yeah,
so,
no, I got you.
Anywho. Look at this account. I only have 140 million credits on, and that was after buying 3 tier 10 premiums. I had like 220 million credits. I bought the GK, the Conqueror, and the Republic, all within the same week on this account.
Dang.
So, all right, that's it. Get to bed. I need to get to bed too. Thanks, X40, and anyone else who's hung in.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning for you, man. Dang.
I know. And I did that last night too, so I'll be kind of
Man,
zombified tomorrow.
It's like almost 1 o'clock my time. I'm like, I'm gonna be wasted tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's definitely weighs on me at my age. Old. So, hey, thanks, man. That was fun, Cody. I appreciate it. That's fun just jumping in Discord like that, too, even if we're not playing the same game since we're on different systems. So.
Well, hell, I honestly feel like, well, especially with PC, I can draw on some experience. I can draw on my experience. You can relate with me on when the game first started.
Yeah.
Which I think is just kind of it's interesting.
Yeah. No,
to see
for
how
sure.
from when I stopped playing and I didn't really follow the game for I think about 6-8 months.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got back into it, but never played again. Just watched.
Yeah.
I missed that boat.
Well, there's so many.
Stop teasing me with that boat.
Look at all these AA mounts. It's just crazy.
Vaughn, I swear, stop doing.
I love it when they like the Texas when they dump the AA mounts even on top of the turrets. Can you imagine being this gunner on a 16-inch turret, and your job is to ride on top of that turret? So cool.
Kind of crazy.
So cool. All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you for joining.
Hey, man,
I appreciate it. Everyone else, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll be back on at a minimum next Wednesday night, back on Legends, and we will be on week 5? Is it it's going to be the last week of the Ochakov campaign, taken by storm. So gonna have to do another YouTube for update review. So thanks a lot. Have a great one, man. Appreciate it. That was very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks everyone for joining. Have a great night. I am Van Kraken, and I am out and going to sleep. Good night.